I didn't make the same mistake twice in like 2 weeks. Not a chance. Oh, hold on. Where the hell's Froggy and where the hell is Roxanne? Did they? Wait a minute. Whoa. Did they not get word?
Oh, they got word.
And so what's the deal?
I have no idea. They cut it.
Can you talk in the microphone?
They cut it so close.
What are you new?
It's my first day. They cut it so close anyway getting here, MJ, that by the time they leave their house, the extra 5 or 10 minutes to take the Gandy Bridge puts them out.
I've asked the whole crew to stop doing that. I asked the whole crew to stop cutting it that close and walking in right when the theme music's playing for the show open at 6 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, hey, can you ask Pat to come down? Can Pat buzz down real quick, Andrew? See if Pat can come down. Pat's our traffic guy, and we did get alerted. Holy moly. Yeah, Pat's got my cell number now. Pat is our dude that does traffic here at the MJ Morning Show, and this morning, I got a phone call and a text from Pat. Don't take the Howard Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, also breaking news, it's Howard Frank land. It's not Howard Franklin. It's not like Ben Franklin.
No.
Do you know how many people still call it like Franklin, like it's Ben Franklin?
Almost everybody.
Yes. Breaking news on the MJ Morning Show. Grab that mic over there, Pat. Would you please? Froggy's not here. Go ahead and grab that mic and talk right into that sucker. Fester was talking like 3 feet off.
Yeah.
I know that you're a broadcast professional. All right. So the Howard Franklin is closed southbound 3 lanes, 1 lane. What is the latest?
Well, it was a car fire, apparently, and all 3 lanes on the inside are shut down. The right lane's open because this fire was blazing. The entire car was engulfed, and it was blowing over in those lanes.
This car is on fire! What kind of car? Do we know? Was it a truck, car? Was
a
it
hot one?
it was a hot car. Hot car. We don't know what it was, though?
No, you couldn't tell. The flames covered the entire car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, what time did the fire bust out on the Howard Franklin in the car southbound?
Probably 5 minutes to 5.
5 to 5. All right, so obviously that just gnarled things up. You're looking at the traffic cams, and how bad is it? People that are taking...
Well, no, it's a delay. It's not completely
Oh,
off the
I know
bridge
that.
yet.
I know, but how bad is the delay?
I would say at least 20 minutes, maybe 30. And now the causeway's starting to get a little bit busier. When I was on the Gandy Bridge had all this truck traffic that normally is not there.
I don't take the Gandy very often because we all take the Howard Franklin, and I'm just saying thank you so much.
Wasn't that a nice ride, though, on that Gandy this morning?
Yeah, Gandy was fine, but there certainly was increased traffic, I would think, on the Gandy this morning. But it wasn't terrible. We were exceeding the speed limit as Fester was driving this morning.
Of course, yeah.
So Fester picked me up today. Have special needs today. So Fester,
You have special needs every day.
No,
Just today I happened to pick you up.
yeah, Fester picked me up. All right, so Howard Franklin Bridge southbound. You've got 3 lanes closed. The right lane is open because of a car fire about 5 minutes to 5 this morning. So that's already an hour and 10 minutes ago almost.
Right.
Holy moly.
They might have another lane open. I'm going to look at the cameras again, but
All right.
it's hard to see it out there because it's still dark.
But also, there are signs. Fester said that he saw...
Oh, yeah, I saw the same signs.
Fester saw the DOT signs.
Right.
The digital display signs.
All lanes closed.
And it said, Howard... What did it say? Fester, you took a picture. You sent that to me as well.
Yeah, I sent it to you. It just said all lanes of HF Bridge
Right.
closed.
Yeah, so early on, I guess all lanes were closed, and they
they
finally
were.
opened
yeah.
up 1 lane. But here's the deal, folks, is I wasn't going to get mixed up in this again. Thankfully, you now have my cell number, and you're able to call us or text us.
Apparently, you don't put the ringer on first thing in the morning.
No.
Be quiet in your house.
No. Yeah, so my phone was on vibrate. You did call, but then you texted, thank you.
Right.
And you said, don't take the Howard Franklin. Take the Gandy, because, what was it, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, who would have thought it would happen again so quick?
Week and a half ago, the bridge was like totally screwed up. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it.
See you,
And
Pat.
there was another car fire yesterday afternoon, Pat, northbound. In the afternoon, Howard Franklin northbound. Another.
And I knew that because I looked at that this morning. I thought that sign was still up from yesterday.
No, 2 fires. Hey, so northbound fire yesterday afternoon, car ablaze. And I guess the southbound side said, hey, me too,
Whoa, hold on. Don't forget me.
Right. Don't forget me. I'm gonna frig up the bridge southbound now because I frigged it up northbound yesterday. But what was it? A week and a half ago, there was the car accident, 3-car pileup, just 100 yards before the Ulmerton and MLK exit, and I was stuck in traffic for, 50 minutes on the bridge. We were all late.
Well,
I did the first half hour of the show from my car, and Fester joined me for one of the segments.
So listen, not to talk about traffic from, 10 days ago, but you left such an impression on our loyal, wonderful listeners. And thank you to Froggy for giving everybody my cell phone number.
Yeah.
I must have received 60 texts this morning. As soon as I saw the DOT sign on the highway, my phone starts chirping.
Yeah, Fester picked me up this morning. So Fester drove me in today.
Oh.
And then Fester's showing me his phone, all of the listeners that know Fester's cell number because Froggy's given it out 300 times live on the air. He's getting text, hey, Fester, don't take the Howard Franklin today. Don't take the Howard Franklin. All right, so southbound, avoid. Northbound, you're okay. Southbound Howard Franklin, because of a car fire a little over an hour ago. Avoid. Red alert. Avoid.
We get it.
If you guys were reading our mutual text thread, Froggy is on the bridge.
What a bonehead.
He didn't see all of those.
Yeah, what a schmuck on wheels. I mean, literally.
Well, he was obviously he was going to be on time.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't see the message. Don't get on the bridge. Let's try to call Froggy next. Hang on. Just getting rolling, folks. All right. Hey, what a week last week. Thanks to DonTheITGuy.com and Don from Team Logic IT in St. Pete. What a week we wrapped up giving away those 20 Microsoft Surface tablets. Unbelievable. Bucks preseason sucked. Oh, by the way, you got to hear this. I'm going to explain what this is. I will explain what that is. That's part of the reason why I was not watching the Bucks preseason game, and I didn't watch them get beaten by the Tennessee Titans. And part of it was because of that. All right, we'll try to call Froggy next. We got a loaded Monday show, folks. Don't move. We're back in just a minute. MJ Morning Show on Q105. And hey, here's Pat with traffic.
Problem.
Jay Morning Show on Q105 on this Monday morning, and Froggy's still not here. Should we get this guy on the phone? Should we get this doofus on the phone who
We
doesn't
should
check?
ask him a couple of questions as to what the hell he was thinking. Everybody was on this text chain early this morning.
All right. Should I give Froggy's cell phone number out as retaliation?
You could.
Let's see.
And he would get text in advance of this happening again, like you do, Fester.
That's the thing. I got about 45 texts from listeners saying, hey, watch out this morning. There's traffic issues on your route to work.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have misdialed this phone. Hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. I think I know his number. So why doesn't he check his phone? I don't get it. Hang on. I think I've got him here. Details. I brought up a text thread. No, I don't want to delete. Why the hell did I misdial? I thought I knew his number. Group details. All right, there's Froggy. Yeah, here it is. No, I did. You know, I must have pushed the wrong buttons. I have his number 813 2. All right, there we go. All right, calling up Froggy now. I wonder if he's still like stuck in the middle of the.
Mono. Sorry, I missed your call.
What
Is that his
That
dad?
wasn't-
That's his
wasn't him.
dad.
Yeah, you didn't dial his right phone number.
Phil Kuzmano.
Dude, I'm calling Froggy's phone.
Maybe that's why. Hey, Froggy,
Hold
call
on.
in. Dumbass.
Wait a minute. Now, his dad? That doesn't make any sense.
Hello?
Hold on.
Brilliant.
What?
That's brilliant, Froggy.
Hold on. What the hell was that?
Oh, he was pretending.
I'm listening to this morning show. They are the best.
Best.
Hang on, let me look. Chad and Christy, you guys heard of them?
All right. Hey, Froggy, what I just called? What was that?
What?
Was that you? Who was on? What was that I just called?
You just called me, man.
No, I called.
Do you have a voicemail that's very, very professional and like, hey, this is Mr. Kuzmano?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. When did that change?
What are you talking about? When did it change?
Yeah,
We thought it was your. We thought it was your father on the damn phone on the voicemail.
Oh, you might have called the next number. It might have been my dad. His number's right next to mine.
Are you serious? Did I misdial and get Froggy's dad?
What are the odds?
Maybe I did.
All
right. Hey, Froggy, where the hell are you?
I am just close to the part of the bridge that is surrounded by water.
He's clearly on the Howard Franklin dropping out. All right, Froggy, say it again. You dropped out. We don't understand what the hell you said.
Hello?
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, I just got through the traffic, so I should be there in about 30 minutes.
All right, dude, why didn't you check your cell phone? Why didn't you check your text messages? Because we all had a notice from Pat George, our traffic guy, don't take the Howard Franklin Bridge. I saw it. Fester saw it. Roxanne saw it. We're all here, and you're not. It is now 23 minutes past the start of the show, and you're still on the Howard Franklin Bridge.
Hang up
Wait
on
for
this
Chad
guy.
and Christy to come back.
All right,
What
hang
are you doing?
All right, hang up on this guy.
What's the matter with you guys? I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right, drive safely.
God,
God.
get off me, man. Jesus, it's not my fault.
Dude, what a schmuck on wheels.
Is bipolar a reasonable diagnosis for him? And he's laughing, and then like in a split second, he's very angry and combative. I think there's
What is wrong with him? I mean, we told Pat George to text us all immediately if there's any problem on the bridge.
Pat
And-
called me because he couldn't get a hold of you, and then I texted all of you.
Yeah, so Pat let us all know this morning, and then Froggy's the only doofus that's still on the bridge.
All right. He'll be here in 30 minutes.
He's not going to be here in 30 minutes.
You
No,
heard?
I don't understand. Did he say he just got past the traffic, or did he say he was at the top of the bridge?
No, he's past the traffic. He'll be here momentarily. He'll be here he'll be here for the next segment. He was joking around by saying, I'll be there in 30 minutes. I'm going to stop for breakfast. Yeah, I mean, just indicative. We all got the message from Pat, and then Froggy, he took the Howard Franklin Bridge, and he's stuck in traffic. Like I said, just like Maury and Goodfellas.
I never had to pay the vigorous that he demands. Am I something special? What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
Maury, please. You know, Jimmy, you borrowed his money. Pay him.
Schmuck on wheels.
Schmuck on wheels.
Total schmuck on wheels.
Schmuck on wheels.
Hey, anyway, I want to thank everyone that was participating in the huge MJ Morning Show Team Logic IT Microsoft Surface Pro 8 giveaway last week. We gave away over $26,000 in these tablets.
It's amazing.
Absolutely tremendous. We gave away 20 tablets. You know, I asked the promotions folks in engineering, could you guys calculate how many phone calls came in? They estimated hundreds of thousands of attempts, of attempts with people trying to call in to win the tablets last week, because we gave away a Microsoft Surface, a full Windows 11 tablet, gorgeous piece of machinery, unbelievably nice technology. And we gave away one every single hour during the MJ Morning Show last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We gave them away in the 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock hours. So 4 a morning all week is 20. And it was just incredible. My email volume was off the hook last week. And one of the biggest questions that I had on Friday after we gave away the last one, hey, when are you guys going to do it again?
I bet.
Hey, you guys going to do something like this again soon? Yeah,
next week.
Yeah, starting today, we'll give away a car every hour.
Whoa, we won't say that.
No, I'm kidding.
Don't say that.
I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But you know what? I am working on a follow-up. Can you imagine if maybe every couple of months or once a quarter that we do a contest like that where we have a really good prize, a really good item that people want, and then we give away one an hour all week long during the MJ Morning Show, Monday through Friday? So this could be thematic. We could probably name it something.
Well, that was a super timely giveaway, too, because of back to school and folks wanting stuff like that for their kids, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know how many parents are going to give the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 tablet worth over $1,200 a piece. I don't know how many are going to give them to their kids, to be quite honest. I mean, it sounded good back to school, but those parents are going to keep those things for themselves. They're not going to get, hey, little third grader, little Bobby, here, take this back to school.
If you have a college student, they'll want to take it.
Oh, well, it's a whole different story. You know, college students a whole different story than
What about junior college students, Roxanne?
Some little third grader with a runny nose. So that's a whole different story. But I'm working on maybe what the next thing could be, and maybe we turn this into sort of a multi-time-a-year event where we just give away something great every hour all week long during the morning show. So
it's got to be great, though.
Of course, it's not going to be a trash can lid. Of course, I'm going to give something great away. I'm not going to do the contest unless we can follow up with another great giveaway.
Caller number 105. We got a trash can lid waiting for you.
All right, 628 MJ Morning Show just getting rolling here. I do have early morons in the news. So if it's any indication, Froggy being a wise ass, he's going to be a treat today once he gets in here. Yeah, the only one on the show who is late. We were all here on time. Roxanne, you were kind of...
I was actually in the parking lot listening to you guys to see how you'd start the show. So I got here. I told you. I said, I'll be there by 6.
Good cover.
All right, just getting rolling here. Great pile of early morons in the news. We'll get to it next. The Bucks in preseason stunk it up again. I've got my issue Saturday night, which this was your clue. All right, so on Saturday night... I was not watching the Bucks preseason disaster because, well, that's part of the story right there. All right. So hang on. That will be explained. But first, we'll get to the early morons in the news next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Let's do some early morons in the news. Pretty damn good pile today, actually. 6:35 MJ broadcast. Yo, folks, MJ here. Fester, Roxanne. Still no Froggy. Man, that's a mess. Froggy should have been here. Usually he walks in at 6 o'clock, so Froggy is now over 35 minutes late to the program.
I think traffic is moving fairly smoothly now.
Well, we just had a caller call up and say the traffic was moving 3 miles per hour, but it didn't sound like he was in a car, so I don't know how the hell he would know that.
He was walking. He was keeping pace with cars.
Andrew.
Yeah, it looks like it's backed up almost to West Shore now.
What the Fester? What are you just giving erroneous information?
Well, at the accident scene,
Right.
I was watching television now, and they have the camera.
Right.
And the camera showed 2 lanes getting by at a moderate speed. Not that there's not a big backup.
So all lanes were closed. Then they opened up the far right lane, and now you're saying you saw two lanes?
There's still a monster backup.
Yay! 2 lanes are open on the Howard Franklin southbound.
All right.
Yeah, the
I'm
good
sure
news.
Froggy will have a full report. Oh, here he is.
He was making a triumphant.
He's extra schmuck-like today. I'm telling you right now.
Same can be said for all of us.
Extra attitude-y.
Hey, man.
Hey, welcome. Glad you could be here. 36 minutes late.
God, that was so fun.
All right.
Well, if you would check your phone, like all of us this morning, we had ample warning. Do not take the Howard Franklin. Take the Gandhi in. We had ample warning, but you, I guess, you're in your own little fog over there. Want me to play a foghorn sound effect, get you through it?
Yeah, actually,
sorry about that.
A foghorn sound effect would be appropriate right now for Froggy's brain.
But you guys are really funny on the way.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
All right.
I was enjoying your show.
So can I ask you a question? When did you get the text?
This is a lot of traffic talk, MJ.
Listen,
we've been here. Come on.
I'm going to the morons in the news here, but when did you see the text, don't take the Howard Franklin Bridge?
It's right when you guys got on air, I looked at it. Basically, I didn't look at it all morning.
Right when we got on air?
He knew he was going to be screwed and late and stuck in traffic, and he's like, oh, wait, people have been trying to reach me.
I don't have my notifications on. I need to do that.
You don't have your notifications on?
No, I don't know when I get a text, really. I just like to look and be surprised.
What kind of dope are you?
I do the same thing.
I'm not that far
I think you hit it on the head.
Yeah, I like to get I don't know if I have a message. Oh, I have a message. Then I read it.
Hold on. You do the same thing, too?
Yeah, but for different reasons.
You don't put your notifications on?
If you text me, I will not get it unless I choose to open up my text messages and see if I have it.
I'm the same way.
Then why do you have a phone?
Because I make calls on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
What if people need to get a hold of you?
They know that they can call me. They can call 911 if it's a true emergency, or they can call me on this cell phone.
I'm not going to call 911 if I need to get a hold of you to do something for the show. Yes, hello, 911.
No.
Yes, hello. Let me call 911. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, hi, it's MJ. I'm trying to get a hold of Roxanne because I need her to pull something for the show, and I can't get a hold of her. She's not picking up. She's not answering texts.
No, this is a true emergency, sir. Hang on.
Oh, hold on. Let me patch you straight through to the police.
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. All right, it's Monday, folks, and I guess we can sort of call this a meth lab Monday. Listen to this dope.
6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream. I thought I heard MJ talk about crystal methamphetamine.
Well, you're about to hear me talk about that.
It's just another meth lab Monday.
Yeah, buddy.
The crooks are on the run day. The cops are gonna come day.
Cops were there.
It's gonna be a fun day. It's just another meth lab Monday.
Are you ready for this tool bag? Listen to this. Out of lovely DeLand, Florida. Isn't that where the other Stetson is?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
That is actually a nice area.
Yeah, oh, it is. It's not bad. But
You got good bass fishing over there.
DeLand over toward the other side of the state. So DeLand has a jackwagon by the name of Lee Sandberg. Why is Lee Sandberg a jackwagon? Well, he was arrested late last week after he tried to stash meth under a deputy's patrol car during a traffic stop.
I mean, desperate times calls for desperate measures. I mean, I kind of understand.
What, you're going to make an excuse for this guy trying to get rid of the meth during a traffic stop?
If it's the only place you had to unload the stuff, I mean, you can't get pinched with it.
Body cam video showed a responding deputy tell this Lee Sandberg, a 49-year-old guy, that she needed to get her written warning from another deputy who was patting down her boyfriend, 49-year-old John Schneider. While he was being patted down, Schneider was spotted dropping a bag under the deputy's patrol vehicle, prompting the deputies to handcuff him immediately. He just dropped a bag that looked like dope, one of the deputies said. "Oh, man." The man's girlfriend then responded. That is Lee Sandberg.
Oh, man.
All right. Detectives said that Schneider dropped a half a pound of methamphetamine that he bought outside of the county, which that's what, Volusia County. The man was suspected of, I guess, going into a home in Orange County.
So a half a pound of meth seems like a lot.
That is a lot of methamphetamine. So Sandberg was cuffed. So we have two morons here. We've got Lee Sandberg, apparently the girlfriend.
And also the sister of Sheryl Sandberg. It's probably tough living in her shadow. Her sister's CEO of Facebook.
And John Schneider. So they're both cuffed. They're both stuffed. And then Schneider acted like the methamphetamine wasn't his. And he said, "I mean, whatever you might as well try to lie," the deputy said, laughing. "You ain't got nothing to lose." So on the body cam, the deputy is saying, "Yeah, you might as well try and lie. You got nothing to lose."
I don't know that you can accept that much legal counsel from just your average run-of-the-mill deputy.
They then found another gram of meth in Schneider's right sock. So he was charged with trafficking in methamphetamine, tampering with evidence, resisting arrest without violence. And then Sandberg was also charged with conspiracy to traffic in methamphetamine. So both morons in the news, did they not think that they would see them tossing the meth under the cop car?
You got to roll the dice at that point, man.
You know, I remember seeing some episodes of Cops where, perps have tried to pull this stuff off. So I absolutely, totally remember some episodes of Cops where, and I guess sometimes they get caught, sometimes they don't.
I mean, you got to lean against the car and try to put it on top of the tire. They'll never look there.
They always try to ditch stuff on cops.
Well, I remember I saw an episode absolutely during a traffic stop that the person tried to reach into their pocket and just nonchalantly drop it on the ground and then kick it under a car.
Right, or just toss it into the grass on the side. But, they can bring out the dogs pretty easily and sniff it out.
All right, two morons here. We got Lee Sandberg, and then we've got the boyfriend, John Schneider. Half a pound. That's a pretty good load.
It's a big bag of glass.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, preseason. Now, the Bucs obviously sucked against the Tennessee Titans in Nashville. However, did you see the brawl that broke out at the Steelers-Jacksonville game?
Yeah, that was wild.
Was it between players or between fans?
Yeah. What do you think there, dude?
I hope fans.
I don't know. I mean, I would hope fans as well.
I never got when football players fight and punch each other in the helmet and the mask.
Helmets on.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
It was fans. Yeah,
nice.
Steelers beat the Jags in a preseason, very close, 16-15 game on Saturday night. But some fans decided to brawl. There's a couple of clips that are all over social media, and spectators are seen first fighting verbally. So they're exchanging verbal punches, and then one of the fans then throws the first punch, and then that started a massive brawl in the stands.
Yeah, it happens at every NFL game.
Okay, do you want to get into a fist fight at a preseason game?
No, you're gonna wait for the season.
Yeah, let's get into regular season mode before we start fighting in the stands, people.
Yeah, so, Fester's looking at this right now.
Great.
Yeah. So,
is it a good one?
Oh, it's
look, dude, you've got guys that are smashing each other.
I mean,
Over the seats, climbing over the seats.
haymakers,
Alcohol and football.
I mean,
and pride.
Yeah, how many empty beer cups are on the ground?
Look at that big fat guy. He's just like, I'm stuck in it.
That's a woman.
Oh, geez. So she's just got punched.
Yes.
They're all like getting everyone's getting punched.
None of them know how to punch.
No. And the thing is, we can't play the audio because you know that it's just riddled with profanity.
Oh, yeah, listen, it's not even worth playing the audio.
And you know the stands are going, they're just going insane.
So you know the irony of all of this, MJ.
What?
The Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars. Whatever.
No, it's not the Jaguars. It's a Jaguar.
Or is it Jaguar?
That team.
That's how they say it in the British voice TV commercial. The Jaguar. No, who says Jaguar?
Me.
I mean, Jaguars.
Why would you say Jaguar?
Well, who's your favorite baseball player back in the 90s? Mark McGuire. From Mark McGuire.
All right, so what are we going to say, Fester?
The Jaguars are owned by the Khan family.
Yep.
I don't know if you knew this
Big
or not.
old con job over there.
Do you know what the Khans also own?
Boxing rings.
No, close.
The Jaguars.
Do you know what AEW is?
Yeah, it's a wrestling organization.
All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
They also own the Jaguars and Fulham Soccer Club.
Guys, don't say Jaguar. But people call the Jaguars the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And how do you get Jaguar out of Jaguar? I don't know how you get that.
The Mark McGuire way that Froggy brought up.
I mean, come on, man.
McGuire.
The Khans. I'll tell you what, that Tony Khan is... He is weird.
Another Florida story here, folks. We have a All in the Family. Hey, nothing like doing a mother-daughter project or a mother-son project or a father-son project, right?
I'm going to need more words to describe the word project.
A Florida 14-year-old and his mom charged in a national identity theft plot.
Wow. That's how you can bond with your kid.
This 14-year-old high schooler here in Florida in Deltona and mom were arrested in this big identity theft racket, which actually had victims nationwide.
Yeah.
Boy, that's introducing your child to a life of crime early.
Oh, you think? The sheriff's office in Deltona said the 14-year-old kid and his mother stole personal and financial information affecting 17 victims. Yeah. Now, according to the sheriff's department over in Volusia County, this high school student who goes to Deltona High School was being investigated originally back in May toward the end of the school year because he made a threat that he was going to kill another student at the high school.
Okay.
Who apparently didn't pay the 14-year-old kid for some kind of a financial fraud scheme they had going on. So you have another student who didn't pay some money for this pyramid scheme, and then that unraveled the investigation. And the cops found that the teenager was buying stolen identity info, personal financial information online, like on the dark web. They were buying social security numbers, credit card numbers, and logins for financial institutions and banks, according to the police. And according to the Volusia County Sheriff's Department, the 14-year-old kid also had instructions on how to forge money orders. What kind of 14-year-old kid is this?
It's a skill set.
I mean, a really very
God.
devious one. This is like a young Tony Soprano. This is a modern-day young mafioso. Stealing identities.
Cops said that the 14-year-old was not acting alone. No. they found messages between the 14-year-old and his mother, 38-year-old Selena Wallace, and the messages showed her telling her son that she wished that he would use his abilities to make money legally.
So it sounds like a good mother so far.
Oh, my
I know,
God.
right?
But wait a minute. She didn't step in to stop him.
It's like Catch Me If You Can. He's like a brilliant little thief.
So listen to this. So the mother tells her son in a text message, can you use your talent to maybe make money legally? And then she also apparently said that he needed to raise his prices on the identity fraud stuff because he was selling things to, I guess, other people.
That's just a consultation.
Then the mother's telling him, hey, you need to raise your prices so you can make more money.
If you're going to take the risk, maybe.
Mom's got a business brain.
They get a search warrant. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office goes into the house. They found 12 laptops, 4 printers, 4 different cell phones. They found gaming systems. And this kid was charged with 15 counts of identity theft, obtaining property by fraud, illegal use of credit cards.
So would he be most likely to succeed or most likely to go to jail?
I think most likely to be a convicted felon by the time you're 15.
Is that a...
He seems pretty good.
Is that a senior superlative? It should be. Every high school should have one of that.
It's an extra credit project. You taking like a business finance class by any chance?
Listen, this kid could probably teach a computer teacher a thing or two.
14 years old, and you got mom saying, hey, you need to raise your prices on your identity fraud crap so you can make some more profit. Anyway, mom and son both arrested. I would imagine he's going to be charged as a juvenile at 14 and not an adult, but he should be tried as an adult to kind of teach him a little lesson there. Or else, what kind of life do you think this kid's headed for? Look what he's doing at 14.
Oh, he's going to be rich.
What's he going to be doing at 18? No, he's going to be in federal prison, this guy.
Yeah, or living on some untouchable island.
All right, 6:52. It's the MJ Morning Show on Q105. We're told that all lanes of the Howard Franklin southbound are opened because of that car fire. So all lanes apparently are open now, but still I would imagine there's going to be some really junked up residual. You got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, 6:52. Speaking of cars, let's talk about... What's up? MJ here with Roxanne and Froggy and Fester. Incidentally, guess who's coming in this morning? Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo is coming in a little after 8 o'clock. He's got a little problem. He's got Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo. You see him on TV. You hear him on the radio.
What's his latest billboard? What's he wearing in one of the billboards I've seen on US 19?
I don't know. I haven't
Was
seen
it the Top Gun billboard?
Yeah, the Top Gun. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yes.
What's he wearing? You forgot?
I did. I knew it was something.
Something to do with a big movie this summer.
By the way, Top Gun has now moved to number 6 of the all-time highest grossing movies. So it was number 7. Now it's moved to number 6, talking about this Top Gun Maverick movie, which I haven't seen yet. I don't know what it is, but it's like the summer of Michelle and Julie and my son seeing movies without me. They saw Top Gun when it came out, and they didn't wait for me. They went and saw it. And then on the road trip, while they were visiting colleges across the country over the last 3 weeks, I found out that they went to see the Brad Pitt movie, the Bullet Train thing.
Oh, with Sandra Bullock? No.
Is she, what?
Never mind. I was thinking of a different one. See, I don't go to the movies often. I did see Top Gun, though.
No, the Bullet Train thing is it like a Japanese spoof movie or something? And anyway, Michelle said it was great. Julie and Michelle said they loved Bullet Train. But we had a story that the reviews were kind of mixed on that thing. And Michelle and Julian, they're like, oh, yeah, Bullet Train was great. And Michelle's kind of harsh, typically. And Michelle really enjoyed Bullet Train. Where the hell did you get Sandra Bullock? That was Speed. It was a bus.
Okay.
Not a train.
No.
And that was 25 years ago.
And her name is Bullock, not Bullet.
Sandra Bullet Train.
All right.
Maybe that's where you got confused.
I just want to hear Roxanne make up other actors and actresses that aren't in this movie.
Yes, Andrew.
No, Brad Pitt and Sandra Bullock have a new movie called The Lost City.
Thank you.
No, that's not new. That was out last year.
Oh, it's newer than Speed.
It's newer than Train.
Excuse me, that's not a Brad
Network.
Pitt, Sandra Bullock. That's a Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum movie. Let's get it right.
Oh, no, but Brad Pitt's in that as well.
Second fiddle.
Yeah, so that movie, but that Lost City was supposed to be terrible.
Really?
Yeah,
Was it?
that was
Good.
supposed to be absolutely
I'm
awful.
I wanna
glad.
see
Hold on a sec. Michelle's calling me on my cell phone. Hold on a minute. Hello?
Sandra Bullock is in Bullet Train.
Oh!
In your face.
Oh,
In your face.
Is she really?
Yes.
By the way, folks, I'm holding my cell phone speaker to the microphone, and it sounds actually better than our phone system here.
Sounds like you're here.
What's a Roxanne?
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
wait a
Yes,
minute.
she is.
So-
She plays Maria.
I don't know how she knows that because I didn't know that until the movie. I don't want to give it away, but it was a surprise.
Why are you
But
yelling
Sandra
at
Bullock
us?
is in Bullet Train.
Okay, so Sandra Bullock is in Bullet Train.
Yep.
So was
Fair one, all y'all.
that accidental?
It was accidental. Lady Gaga was supposed to have the role.
No,
and she was-
I'm saying,
Lady Gaga?
I'm saying to Roxanne, was it accidental that you had said Sandra Bullock, or did you sort of know that, or was
I
it like
don't-
subliminal?
It just was in my head that she was in a movie with him. I could have been Lost City or it could have been Bullet Train.
Yeah, I mean,
do
we
not
read
know.
a lot of headlines here. There's particles of useless information floating around in everybody's head.
Hey,
it
so
was
Michelle,
correct.
what is it with you and Julian going to see Top Gun Maverick, now Bullet Train? You're like seeing all these movies without me.
He's a movie man.
All right. Hey, I got to call you later on because of other incident on Saturday night.
All right.
And I'll call you later.
Okay, bye.
I'll call you on the regular phone system. Folks, if you're watching MJTV, literally, I'm holding my cell phone to the microphone.
It sounded better than our phone lines, to tell you the truth.
That's what I'm saying. It did. Anyway, so a little later on, and I teased this early this morning, Saturday night, we had to deal with this. All right? And this. And this.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Sounds like Dave.
Yeah, I'm just piecing the story around what I think it might be by playing these sounds.
Saturday night, we had to deal with that. I'll explain coming up in a little bit. All right, so where were we? A couple of things here. Now, we got to talk about Froggy. Froggy could be in trouble. And then Roxanne just got in my face.
Like in your face.
Roxanne, literally, during that last break, Roxanne comes around to my side of the countertop area here. I stand up in front of the control room board, so I control all the buttons here and everyone's microphone. And Roxanne and Fester and Froggy, they're on the other side of the countertop here in the studio. And Roxanne, during the break, she walks around here and she gets in my face and she says, "I'm very angry at you." And then she's staring at me. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then she says, "Look, I can't make any expressions. My face is paralyzed."
I'm like, can't you tell I'm so angry right now?
I can't believe you said that my face is paralyzed like Christopher Reeve. That was really,
Oh, come on.
That was awful for you to say that. You should not. You should not have said that. And may he rest in peace. You know, you're getting to be like a shock jock over here, Roxanne. That's some terrible stuff. So
what do you think? What do you think, Fester?
Roxanne gets in my face. She's like, "I'm so angry." And you're like, "What are you angry at?" "I am so angry." And I'm like, "Roxanne, what are you doing?" And then Roxanne says,
"I can't move my face. It's paralyzed." But I'm like, can't you tell how angry I am?
Wait, you got your thingies put in.
Yeah,
what are they called?
Botox.
Botox,
It's not that you get thingies put in. It's just a little, like an injection.
She got poked.
Has a numbing agent, but it doesn't.
How many pokes did you get? Like total?
I don't count pokes.
Isn't that what you get though when you get Botox, right?
Yeah, but you get like vials, right? How many vials? Like 8?
No, they don't. They don't even use a whole vial.
Yeah, you always have leftover.
I don't know this.
And then you drink it.
You buy it by units. Yes. And then you do a shot of it, whatever's left.
Was this last Wednesday or Thursday?
I got it done on Wednesday, but nothing really happened. I didn't really notice anything until yesterday.
Yeah, well, I guess it kind of kicks in.
Yeah, it takes a couple days to kick in.
The botulism toxin finally kicked in and paralyzed your face. Yeah. And what's that song? "I can't feel my face when I'm with." Isn't that a song?
I can't feel.
I can't feel my face when I'm.
Something?
Who does that? "I can't feel my face when I'm with you."
Why is Cake something in my head?
They might, whoever it is, might want to go to the doctor.
There's not a group called Cake.
Yes, there is actually. There is a
Weekend.
group called
The Weekend.
It's the Weekend. Yes.
Wait. So instead of the Weekend, you came up with Cake?
Cake is from the 90s.
Yeah, there was a big Cake concert at Ray J a couple of weeks back. By the way, that I think Weekend was at Ray J.
So on the weekend is when I eat all of my cake. And that's how I associate. I eat desserts only on weekends, which is true for Roxanne. She only eats desserts on weekends.
All right, so you had your Botox finally kick in over the weekend. So what? Your laugh lines and your crow's feet and your all Kramer, Catcher-Mitt, Cragley face is all gone?
The big thing is, look, I'm moving my eyebrows.
Your eyes look crossed, though.
Oh, that's a side effect.
I think your eyes are all googly and crossed over there.
Look, I'm trying to raise my eyebrows right now.
Oh, my
God. You can't even, like, nothing's happening. It's
your
like
face
a
is
drum.
like Laura Ingraham on Fox News Channel, which doesn't move at all. Again, the only thing that moves on Laura Ingram's face on Fox News, her lips will move and her eyelids do blink, and that's it. Nothing else moves on. It's like nothing. So Roxanne, your face is like totally paralyzed.
The upper above my eyes, yes.
You look 3 weeks younger.
I mean, maybe a month.
All right, Froggy thinks he's in trouble.
Oh, well.
I mean, this is really dumb.
I don't know what it is. During the last break, 2 things came up. Roxanne's like, "Hey, I'm so angry at you," and she's like pushing her Botox out on me. And then Froggy says, "I think I could be in trouble. It just dawned on me." Dude, when you've got a broken one, they typically will pick up the broken one and leave you the new one, because I had a new one brought. Mine broke after like 15 years or something, or whatever it was, and I called up or I went online, whatever the hell I did. They brought a new one. They took the old one away.
Mine was stolen, right, Fester?
That's what you go with.
Yeah, it was stolen.
Yeah, right. All right, here's the deal. Froggy, you just dumped your old one in a Little League.
I don't say where.
I mean,
Jesus, what are you doing?
Somebody's going to find it.
Dude, well, here's the deal. Froggy called, or you went online to get
my chick ordered a new.
Your chick?
Yeah, Kim. She ordered a new garbage can because the big county issued big green garbage cans are huge.
I live in the city of Tampa, so I've got I've got a city of Tampa. I've got the blue trash can, and then I've got the green recycling bin.
I'm in reverse. Mine's blue recycling.
No, it's not.
Yes,
stop
it
it.
is.
No,
I swear to God.
I'm in the county. My recycling's blue, and my big can is almost gray.
That's
Really?
what I'm saying.
All right, well, I guess it varies. So in the city of Tampa, trash is blue, recycling is green. So Froggy just enlightens us during the commercial break a few minutes ago that he thinks he could be in trouble, that they got a new recycling bin and the old one was broken. And Froggy just put it in the back of his pickup truck and threw it into a local
dumpster.
He threw it into a little league parking lot.
Does it?
But then here's what happened.
Well, Froggy then realized that he found out that they have serial numbers on them. They could track that to you. They could tell who dumped the trash can illegally.
But maybe
It
they'll
was
think someone
stolen.
stole it. Yeah, and dumped
They
it.
don't need to think it.
MJ,
That's what Fester just suggested to Froggy.
The whole story is he dumps the old garbage can, thinks he got away with something, goes home, and then realizes on his new garbage can he sees the ID code or
There's a serial number.
The tracking number.
There's a serial.
Well,
it's not a UPS package. It's no tracking number.
Oh, they can track it back to your house?
Yeah, they can. It's a serial number.
The tracking number.
So they can track it right back to my house.
Yes, they know what address.
Oh,
so
no.
you just chucking your old trash can in a Little League field parking lot. If anyone wants to check on it, yes, they can find out that it belonged to you and Kim, and it'll trace right back to your address.
Yeah, but I can't get in trouble. It was stolen.
Yes, you can get
It was stolen.
Well, then Fester said to Froggy's only saying it was stolen because Fester said during the break, hey, if anyone says anything, you just say that it was stolen.
Yeah.
Why did they pick mine up?
Okay, that's why you ordered a new one, officer, because my other one was stolen several months ago.
That's like if you
steal a garbage
That's
can?
like if you're involved in a robbery, right? And your car is spotted or the license tag is written down. Yeah, you say, "Oh yeah, my car was stolen."
I got to go get it. Do you think it's still there?
Let me tell you something I've learned. They're the cops. Let them prove it, all right? Don't cop to anything.
How else are you supposed to dispose of it?
They take it away.
But then it's their fault.
I don't know. Dumping isn't the answer.
Why didn't they take it? Well, yeah. Really? Oh, Fester?
Because they dropped it off 2 months after we ordered it, so we didn't know.
All right, hold on. Folks, we'll continue with this in a second. This is rich. Fester say...
Who knows more about illegal dumping than me? Nobody.
Fester just said illegal dumping is not the answer.
I said that sarcastically.
Mr. Illegal Dump. All right, hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought. We will get to that in a minute.
I should have asked
because
you first.
Fester, you are... I can't believe you said that.
I know how to get rid of anything. Anything.
All right, hold on. We'll explain in just a minute, and then I gotta tell the story on this cackler man. And I have a little issue with the city of Tampa as well. We got to talk about that. We got a lot of stuff. Tom Brady, is he back this week? Hang on, we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. We're back in a minute here on the MJ Morning. MJ Morning Show on Q105 at 7:25, and this is the beginning of the long MJ Morning Show segment. So we go for about an hour and 20 minutes right now with zero interruptions. Unless, I don't know, Froggy says something dopey, then that might be considered an interruption.
What?
Yeah. Hey, a couple of things here. First of all, the illegal dumping situation. Now, Andrew just took a phone call during the break from Andrew. They were a county employee or a city employee?
County, I believe.
All right, so Andrew thinks it was a Hillsborough County employee, and he said that he works in the department that dispenses or distributes the trash cans and recycling bins.
Right.
He switches them out.
Yeah, and he said that you are in trouble.
Oh, come
and
on.
It is going to. He said it's a $5,000 fine to illegally dispose of that, and that.
Well, good luck getting that from me. You'll have to pry it from my dead hands.
They said it's a big, giant revenue maker. All right, folks, if you're just tuning in.
What?
Oh, my God.
Froggy ordered a new recycle bin because theirs was broken, and they drop it off at the house. But if you leave the other one out, they take the broken one. It happened.
What do I leave it out every day? It took them 2 months to get it.
Well,
what am I supposed to do? I had no warning.
In the city of Tampa, I had like a notice of like when to leave it out, either for repair or replacement. And they told me when to leave mine out.
Well, aren't you city boy special?
I came home from work. I had a brand new green recycle bin. My old one was the axle broke on my old one. So I'm like dragging it down the driveway instead of wheeling it. And then Froggy, he needed a new recycle bin. And they dropped off the new one, but Froggy still had the old one. What, in the garage or around the side of the house?
It was around the side of the house. I would expect them to go get it.
Froggy puts the old one in the back of his pickup truck, goes to a local Little League field, and just chucks it in their parking lot.
I mean, there's a fine line between illegal dumping and being proactive.
Yes.
All right, so
the employee calls up and said, yeah, it's going to be a $5,000 fine, and they're going down the list now because he said that they had like a dozen just turned in. And I bet you yours is one of those, Froggy, and you're going to be hit with a $5,000 fine.
Okay, first of all,
isn't that what he said, Andrew? No, the guy.
What? Oh, Jesus!
I'm kidding, man.
What do you guys want to do to me here?
Hey, Andrew, what did the guy say? There's no five. I'm just trying to give you a little heart attack, Andrew. What did the guy say?
I have a.
The guy said that there is no problem. They do not track.
Oh.
Then
yes.
Why do they have codes on them?
They're not codes. It's a serial number.
Why do they have serial numbers on them?
Yeah, what's the point?
Would you use the right nomenclature, please?
It's invasive.
But that's a good question. Why are there serial numbers, big like white numbers on the trash cans and on the recycling bins? If they don't track them, then why the hell do they have the numbers on them?
If they're stolen, right? Oh my
know.
God! What something fishy's going on.
If there's a crime and someone puts body parts in a recycling bin, then that would be a clue based on the tracking or serial number.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
You're thinking body parts? Really?
Well, actually, I thought serial number, and then I thought serial killer, and so that's why I came up with that example.
Makes sense.
Speaking of body parts, did anybody here watch the new Game of Thrones spinoff on HBO last night?
No, Big Brother was on last night, and I've never watched any of the first Game of Thrones.
Did you see two people had sex on Big Brother?
I know, it wasn't shown in this episode, but boy, the
on an inflatable
from Sarasota.
You guys in this Big Brother crap.
It's so good.
The lights were on, and they're doing it.
Yes, the lights were on in the whole house.
And we didn't get through the whole episode because we got a late start, but I wanted to see at least a little bit of it. Listen, tons of people were watching HBO and HBO Max last night because it's finally here. The Game of Thrones spinoff
really
premiered last night at 9 p.m.
I haven't seen the original. Is that a good show? I've never heard of it.
All right.
What?
I haven't seen it.
Michelle and I were late to the game. We were, a couple of years late getting to it, but we obviously watched the whole series.
Isn't it like dragons and stuff? And
yes, it's kind of medieval.
Sounds
terrible. I got into it for a while. Like I had costumes and stuff. Like every time an episode would come out, I'd have a party. And
what?
We
You always look like you were going to a Renaissance fair. Is that it?
And which character were you?
Here's your Chicken thigh, everybody.
Roxanne walking around with a giant turkey leg, right?
Turkey leg, yeah.
It's chicken thigh.
It's a turkey leg, not a chicken thigh.
Well, her parties are fancy.
Walking around with a bunch of chicken tenders. That's a dipping sauce from PDQ.
I don't get into medieval things or Renaissance things. I don't get into that.
I don't like knights and
It's so much more than
I
that.
don't like wizards.
I don't like that. I don't like zombies. I never got into The Walking Dead. I never got into Game of Thrones.
Me either.
Listen, I'm not typically into the medieval stuff. Like, I have no desire to go to a Renaissance fair.
Have you seen Harry Potter?
I never played Dungeons and Dragons back in junior high school or high school. Just didn't interest me. And typically the medieval stuff doesn't do much for me. It's not a genre that I typically gravitate to. However, we started watching Game of Thrones, and it was incredible.
Isn't it a combination of Harry Potter stuff, wizards and magic, and medieval?
And dragons and midgets.
Violence and sex.
It's a little bit of everything.
Holy cow.
And who brought up body parts? Oh, Roxanne, you were talking about body parts put in your recycling dumpster bin and then abandoning that somewhere. So you think if the cops found a recycle bin filled with body parts, that they might then try to use the serial number to track it?
Yes, that would be a big clue for them.
But Froggy taking his broken recycle bin and throwing it, which Little League field was it that you chucked it in?
Schimberg, Town and Country.
So they might not track
it doesn't matter at this point.
They might not track that one.
If somebody's looking for an old garbage can, you know where it is. You can pick up Froggies out of the dumpster and do them a solid.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. If you're the Schimberg Little League Park in Town and Country and you see just a recycling bin just chucked in the parking lot, that's Froggy's.
It's very broken if you want it, but feel free.
So Michelle and I watched up until the body parts part on House of the Dragon last night.
Oh, so you did get into it. Okay. And what did you think?
What do you mean? I said Michelle and I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah. Okay. And what did you think?
Well, so far so good. It seems to have picked up where Game of Thrones left off.
The review said it was very violent.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's pretty violent.
But Game of Thrones was too.
Michelle said, and I didn't see the reviews, but Michelle, as we were sitting down to watch last night, Michelle said that the reviews are mixed on the new Game of Thrones spinoff, House of the Dragon.
You shouldn't go over reviews before you watch it. It's going to taint your viewing experience.
Nah, I popped up in her feed, so she ended up reading the damn thing. I don't know.
Then you're watching it, and you're like, oh, that thing was right. This does kind of suck.
All right, so what's the story? They say Tom Brady might be back like today or sometime this week.
So there's no definite answers. What job do you have? He's like, I'll be back today or this week. I've never heard of this before in the NFL, and if any player can get away with it, it's Tom Brady. But there's really no definite date as to when he's coming back to practice, if he'll be available for the third and final preseason game, or if he's just going to show up like the day before they play their first game.
All right, now, there are all these theories that have floated around, but then it seems that he was just in the Bahamas with his family on vacation. That's one of the stories that emerged over the weekend. But one of the rumors was that Tom Brady, this is crazy. Do you know what I'm about to say?
Is this the reality show?
Yeah.
Fester has a little nervous laugh over there, and it's like,
No, I have no idea what you're going to say. I just gave you the nervous laugh every once in a while for you to keep talking.
No, did you know what one of the cockamamie theories was?
Okay, I saw a ridiculous theory over the weekend that I thought was so ridiculous. I was like, we're not even going to talk about this.
Froggy just said reality show, so what do you know?
Yeah, and it got a ton of web hits.
That the rumor was that Tom Brady was like a big chicken on like The Masked Singer or something.
There's no way.
That was one of the stupid stories that Tom Brady was videotaping an episode of The Masked Singer on Fox. But wait a minute.
What if it's true?
Wait a minute. Didn't the series end? I thought the series not the season finale. I thought the series finale, not season, but series finale was back in May.
Yeah, but
I thought they were done with The Masked Singer.
They record
Am I right
these,
or wrong?
They record these weeks or months in advance.
Maybe it's
So
the
for
masked
Dude,
athlete.
what part did you not hear me just say?
I don't
I
know.
said I thought that
I
the
don't
whole
care.
thing ended.
It's so ridiculous. You're even
All right.
giving it credibility. I
Well,
thought it ended.
somebody who said, you know what, maybe it's true because your point is better, MJ, that it's ended, so it's not true. But someone said it could be true because he has that contract with Fox for commentating after his career. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's a stretch.
Yeah,
I heard
Really
he's going to
gonna-
be next into
And
the Big
we
Brother
also
house.
thought that he was retiring too, so nothing's permanent.
All right. Can somebody please look up, did the Masked Singer end? Andrew, can you look that up, please? Because I thought I read.
It doesn't matter. He's not on the Masked Singer.
Yeah, he's not in a chicken suit on the Masked Singer. But one of the stories that's emerged also is what he was just with the family on vacation in the Bahamas.
Well, that was my original thought is he just wanted to take a vacation. And football has been such a big part of his life that it's like he can't take those pre-back-to-school vacations because he's always in training camp. So it's like, let's do some family life, work-life balance.
So there's been so few details in all of this that all of these rumors have just been let fester. No pun intended. But, this is ridiculous because there's so few details.
Yeah, I mean, golly, he's just a guy who gives a turkey
He
when
probably
he's
just
doing
want
it.
to have a big 45th birthday party somewhere.
Froggy, do me a favor. Never say golly on the MJ Morning Show again.
Well, gee willikers, who cares?
It looks like there is going to be a season 8.
Oh.
So I was wrong?
Ooh.
We get that in writing.
I mean, completely wrong.
Right.
I mean, you weren't just like wrong. You were very wrong.
No, I'm telling you, I would have lost $1,000 if someone said, "Hey, bet you $1,000." Is the Masked Singer coming back, or is it done? I swear, I thought I read that it was over, that it was done, that the season was ending, and so was the entire series.
According to this semi-reliable source called the Internet.
Yes.
Season 8, episode 1 is September 21st. So
All right,
a little over a month.
Man, where did I get that? Maybe it was some other show that had a series finale.
Well, Froggy and I aren't the only two that makes crap up as we go around.
Now, where
here.
did the rumor come from that he was just vacationing in the Bahamas?
Pro Football Sports website.
What was
it? ProFootballNetwork.com. Someone spotted him down there at one of the resorts in the Bahamas. He was just down in the Bahamas for that conference in April. What was it? Why can't I think of it? The coins. What is it?
The coins conference. Was it a coin collector's show? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Antique Roadshow?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He has a couple of bullions. He was trying to...
You mean Bitcoin? Or
the
cryptocurrency.
The coins. Okay.
By the way, have you noticed that all the celebrities that were pushing all the crypto crap, have you noticed that all the celebrities have gotten really, really quiet all of a sudden?
Yes.
That you don't see Leonardo DiCaprio pushing his crypto crap and all of the cryptos. When has Tom Brady mentioned crypto recently? Since the big crash earlier this year.
Yeah, everyone's been a little bit quiet about that. But he was at that crypto conference at Baha Mar in April and was probably like, this is a great place.
You know what?
Let's
say crypto conference again, but do me a favor. Don't say Ferenc. All right, leave the Ferenc off. All right, say it again. Go ahead.
Crypto conference.
No, I said leave the Ferenc off. So just say he was at the
CryptoCon.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were making fun of the way I said conference.
No, I said leave the Ferenc off because, man, the CryptoCon, man.
Yeah, he's going to be, it's a con, so call it a con. First of all, if you would have bought Ethereum a month ago, you'd be very happy right now. Oh, just saying.
I have an item here where I don't know if this is urban legend or if this is just some message board, Reddit story that's circulating, but the theme is pretty interesting that an LGBTQ kid has sought revenge against his mother by sharing her top secret meatloaf recipe online.
Oh, what is he, insane?
Well, that'll show her.
I don't think I believe in secret recipes now that everything's on the internet.
I mean, even like recipes to mimic or imitate, well-known restaurant recipes or companies Like there are recipes if you want to recreate like the Pillsboro.
That's what they call it to get away with it. That's the Pillsboro doughboy.
If you want to replicate like the Pillsbury like cinnamon rolls, yeah, you got like there's an online hack for that.
Just this weekend, I was looking up copycat
Cinnabon.
recipes.
That's another one. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Copycat recipes.
Yeah. I was looking up Starbucks egg bites.
Ooh.
Have you ever had the egg bites at Starbucks?
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What?
I might pick up something for Chloe at Starbucks once a year, but I'm not a Starbucks patron. What the hell is an egg bite?
They're so good.
It's like the size of like those mini cupcakes, like a
bite.
I always
like a bite.
Wait a minute.
It's made of eggs.
I always
like
heard.
egg sous vide.
Hey, hang on a minute. I always heard that the food at Starbucks kind of sucked.
Okay, I've heard the same thing, and I agree with you.
Everyone tells me that Michelle tells me the coffee sucks at Starbucks. It tastes like it's burnt.
Very burnt and acidic.
Michelle tells me that Starbucks coffee tastes like it was in that car fire on the Howard Franklin Bridge this morning.
Okay, that guy was a delivery person for Starbucks, and he's very pissed off that the whole roast.
All right, so what are egg bites?
They're bite-sized kind of egg.
I'm going to bring some tomorrow.
They are fantastic.
They're so
you
good.
haven't described what it is.
It's egg and cheese beaten up in like a muffin tin.
Beaten up. Dude, you're regressing in your language skills.
It's called egg sous vide.
Froggy thought that was funny.
Egg sous vide. I'm
Are you
regressing.
okay?
All right.
You okay, Froggy?
I will say that I tried to recreate Cheddar Bay biscuits.
And
you can buy the mix at Costco.
I failed.
It's more than just cheese, you know.
I failed horribly.
Why do you just go buy the mix?
I'm just saying that's the only thing I've tried to recreate. Maybe a bloomin' onion?
And I also revealed, I think months ago on the show, I have never had a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
Oh, those are good.
The last time I was at a Red Lobster was on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard in like 1993.
They're good, man.
Before I even came to Tampa Bay. I arrived in Tampa Bay in February of 94 when the Power Pig hired me to launch the MJ and BJ morning show. And the last time I was at a Red Lobster was 1993 in West Palm Beach.
So Roxanne is holding up images. Her whole computer she's holding up.
Right.
She's so adamant for you to see what these egg bites are. But they're delicious. I had one a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, this is fantastic.
Are they like mini quiche?
I guess, yeah.
But you realize they're probably made in some factory and they're shipped in frozen.
Okay, almost everything is made in some factory.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Unless you're picking it yourself, it's made in a factory.
Let me get back to this kid. So this LGBTQ kid apparently was not happy because his mother was homophobic, and he's obviously LGBTQ, and the teen went on Reddit and Tumblr and shared the story of the family's longtime secret meatloaf recipe. The teen said that the recipe was top secret and that the family has held it tight. Everyone's asked for their recipe, friends, other family members,
please.
And they haven't given out their meatloaf recipe. And the kid puts he makes a copy of it and puts a whole recipe up on Reddit and other social media.
What have you done to our recipe?
Okay, so I'm looking at the recipe right now. It is about the dumbest meatloaf recipe you've ever seen.
Hunt's ketchup?
That's not far off.
I guess the teen explained that the recipe was top secret with their mom not sharing it until they were 19 years old. And then the teen didn't mind keeping the secret, but it all changed because the teen came out. And well, that's the other. Hold on.
This recipe is fake because this isn't enough ingredients.
Hang on. I'm about to talk about the speculation here, so hold on. Quit jumping the gun over there, language man. All right. So the teenager said that he came out or she came out, and that what was that?
Is there a small dog?
Oh my God! Either Roxanne just stepped on a chihuahua or she sneezed.
Was that a sneeze?
Yeah.
The hell was that?
I've never heard Roxanne sneeze before.
My God.
Jesus.
Man, oh man, that was shocking.
So the mom was homophobic and abusive when this kid came out as LGBTQ.
Oh, that's not cool.
And decided to share the meatloaf recipe online, and now it's called Revenge Loaf. And I guess the internet has exploded with this thing. about this LGBTQ revenge meatloaf recipe that is now spread all over the place. And that's one thing that, crossed my mind. Is this a real story or is this like a totally fake story?
What's missing in the ingredients that you noticed?
So Fester, who thinks he's an expert at everything food.
Tony Fatso's in the studio.
Hold on, guys. I've cooked my fair share of meatloafs. This guy's calling for 4 to 6 pounds of ground beef.
Right.
That's a lot of meatloaf.
That is a lot. Yeah, that's like you're feeding an army.
All right, so,
Maybe he has a big family.
Okay, so here's the stupid recipe. 4 to 6 pounds, which is kind of vague and a lot of meat to work with. 1 packet of onion soup mix for 6 pounds of food.
That's right.
Tablespoon of ketchup, a tablespoon of mustard, a tablespoon of barbecue sauce, and a tablespoon of
it's not
soy
gonna be
sauce.
very
That doesn't
flavorful.
sound like it's enough of the other
Right.
things for 4 to 6 pounds of hamburger.
1 egg for a 6-pound
ground
meatloaf?
beef.
Maybe this is what makes it so special, and Grandma likes it like that.
Yeah.
Dry and tasteless.
Makes it to a brick.
Hold on.
Here's our
wait,
meat
wait, wait. It's almost like this is like a joke on people that are going to try to make this.
Seriously.
And it's going to be like the worst meatloaf ever.
1 egg and 6 pounds of meat?
It just sounds like it's not enough other ingredients besides the meat. And it's a ridiculous amount of meat. Have you ever tried to work with 6 pounds of chopped meat? It's a lot of meat.
Every night.
I have a secret about
I love you.
meatloaf. You know what makes it good? I think is sour cream and Italian-style dried breadcrumbs, which are not even in that recipe.
Why don't you call his homophobic mother and give her some suggestions on this crap-ass recipe they have?
That crossed my, without even looking though at the recipe, and Fester seems to have stumbled upon something, that 4 to 6 pounds of ground beef for a hamburger, chopped meat, and then all the other ingredients, it's like too little to make even a dent in 4 to 6 pounds of meat.
This might make a tasty hamburger, but it's not meatloaf.
It's 1 pack of onion soup mix, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 1 tablespoon spicy brown mustard, 1 tablespoon barbecue sauce, 1 tablespoon. It's like not enough of the other ingredients. You're right.
If you're measuring a tablespoon of anything, you got cooking problems.
I was questioning the story without even looking at the actual recipe. So, all right. I got to talk about a pastor here. Now, who watches The Righteous Gemstones? Has anyone seen it? The HBO series with Danny McBride, Kenny Powers?
I love The Righteous Gemstones.
Isn't that now, you're late to the game on that, right?
No, we were watching it first season together.
You
then
were?
It's been paused for like a year and a
right,
half.
Yeah.
I think he introduced it to you.
Yeah, that's what happened. Fester told you about it.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
we started watching it when it first came out a couple of years ago.
We weren't watching it together.
The Righteous Gemstones is about a crooked evangelical family. They run a super church, and they have this big TV ministry, a worldwide TV ministry, and they are just total hucksters. They're total scam artists.
The kids are.
The family, listen.
He's like a Joel Osteen guy?
Well, the family is the most dysfunctional, messed up family you've ever seen. The Righteous Gemstones.
Sounds like a hoot.
It's hysterical.
It's great, Froggy.
What are you mouthing
Well,
at Froggy?
Froggy's like he's condescendingly saying to you, "It sounds like a hoot," and that's as jerky a statement you could. That's as condescending a statement he can make to anybody. It sounds like a hoot.
All right, so wait a minute. So
I mouthed him
earlier. I told Froggy never say the word golly on the show again.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
And now you're saying, "Ooh, that's a hoot." Are you trying to use language to piss me off today?
Oh, you're a good egg.
So I kind of give him like
stop that.
I give him some side eye. I'm like, cut it out.
I'm sorry, but I've never seen it, and I didn't know it was about like.
Trying to use all this like 65-year-old grandma verbiage on the show, you know?
Oh, so Toots, Roxanne, have you seen that show?
Anyway, so The Righteous Gemstones, it's about this fraudster, whacked out, I mean, totally insane, crooked, irreverent family that's in the big business of religion, running this like big worldwide teleministry, and it's hysterical. Danny McBride's in it, right?
Okay.
So when I saw this item about a pastor that got all ticked off because his congregation wouldn't buy him an expensive watch.
Ooh.
I'm like, what? All right, so the question is, what would you do if the pastor or the religious leader of your church or whatever actually tried to get you, the congregation, to chip in and buy him an expensive watch? Who is that other guy out of Georgia? Creflo Dollar.
Is he the one that was telling his congregation how God says he needs a new jet?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Fester, go to YouTube, or Andrew, go to YouTube.
And he already had like two.
Andrew, go to YouTube and see if you can find Creflo Dollar begging the congregation to buy him a new, like, $55 million Gulfstream jet.
He says that God says that he needs a better one than the one he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like
that's
that.
what he said. That
It's like outrageous.
God said that his old airplane was old and busted, and that he needs a new Gulfstream.
Mr. Dollar, this is God. Get rid of that turd of a jet and get a new one.
All right, hang on a minute. Do you have it? See if you can find some of the original stuff.
It was like a viral clip. I'm pretty sure there's.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It was. Oh, I'm sorry. I said $55 million. It was a $65 million Gulfstream, like a G650 or something that this guy wanted. So, Andrew, see if you can find Creflo Dollar asking the congregation to buy him a new jet.
I mean, the watch is nothing.
All right, well, here's the deal. So, a pastor by the name of Carlton Funderburk, he is at a church in Kansas. It's called Church at the Well in Kansas. And he went on this vocal rip. This dude started yelling at his congregation because they would not buy him the gift of an expensive Movado watch.
Is that a good watch? I don't know. You would know.
Listen, Movado's, Movado,
kind of middle of the road, right?
Movado's kind of middle of the road. Listen, if you want an expensive watch, you ask for a Patek Philippe,
a Rolex,
a Lange & Son, Rolex, certainly.
Movados were hot in the 90s, right?
How about a G-Shock?
Well, they had the museum watch, didn't they? Audemars Piguet. There's just Richard Mille. I mean, there are a lot of...
Are these wines or watches?
No, those are watches. Those are expensive watches.
Have you walked up to a guy and says, "Ooh, is that a Richard Mille on your wrist?"
So there was a piece out of Kansas City media that Kansas City pastor goes off on congregation, calling them broke, poor, busted, and disgusted.
Jeez.
Because, listen, I'm not making this up.
Did he do it in like a rap?
From the Kansas City Defender, they wrote, Kansas City pastor goes off on congregation, calling them poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because they didn't give him enough money to buy a new watch that he's been wanting. It's pastors like these that give the church a bad name, shaking my head, and also why a lot of our generation left the church. What do you think? And this was posed on Twitter.
I kind of agree with all of that.
How can you not?
I mean, what kind of a pastor asks the congregation for a watch, an expensive watch, and when they don't come through, that he calls them poor and busted and broke?
He's trying to motivate him.
Did he ask for it like in prayer at first? Lord, please bring the congregation to get me this fancy Movado watch.
Is he a robot?
Well,
Lord,
please. That's my impression of every pastor. Lord.
One of our texters said that Jesse Duplantis said Jesus hasn't come back because we haven't paid him enough.
Who's that? What's that?
Paid Jesse Duplantis enough.
Who's Jesse Duplantis?
He's a preacher.
I don't even know who he is.
He's an American preacher from, he's in New Orleans.
All right. Yeah, preachers say a lot of things. All right.
I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John's knit. Y'all can't, listen to me. Y'all can't afford it, know how. So this is all what he said to the congregation. I ain't worth your Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci.
Who's he, Kanye West?
This guy's going off on the congregation because they did not buy him a Movado watch.
I know that St. Peter, who keeps a really tight security on that gate up there, You're like, you don't have that Movado watch. You're not getting in, Pastor.
Somebody said that some of the Sam's Club jewelry counters sell Movado watches.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have gotten him a swatch.
So the video of this went viral, and then the guy puts out an apology video saying that everything was taken out of context.
Okay.
Listen, I would have zero tolerance if I went to a church or any kind of organized religious operation, whatever the denomination might be, and I've got the pastor or whomever or a rabbi asking for expensive jewelry or a watch, and then the guy goes and yells at the congregation for not delivering. Get the hell out of there! And I guess hell would be the operative word here.
Did you picture the rabbi asking the temple for a watch?
Thunderberk.
God, he's really laying down some childish insults there.
Mr. Thunderberk here. Anyway, he said that he privately apologized to the church, and they've extended their love and support for me.
But not a watch.
Since the Bible says that every good gift comes from above, from God in heaven, maybe he should wait on the Lord for the luxury gifts, is what was written.
All right, so you'll find all kinds of comments, but this seems like a terrible band.
You guys ain't worth the silk sheets I fart through every night.
What is wrong with you,
Amen,
Froggy?
Pastor. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Hey, Andrew, were you
Yeah.
were you able to do anything with the Creflo Dollar audio? Did you find it?
I don't think it's what it sounded like.
No, I used to have the audio bites. I know what it sounds like. He was asking for a $65 million jet. That God told him that his old jet was broken and that he needs a new jet.
All right, welcome to the church,
I haven't
everybody.
found that. I found this.
All right, let me hear it. What do you have?
I can believe God as long as I want to. If I want to believe God for a $65 million plane, you cannot stop me. You cannot stop me from dreaming.
That's one of the clips, but there's another clip where he's like more direct asking the audience. And he did the math. And like all of his followers, if they just donated like $15 or something, that he'd be able to buy his $65 million brand new Gulfstream jet.
How many followers does he have? Let me do the math.
He's got a lot.
Anyway, so is that Creflo Dollar? Is he even around anymore?
I don't know. I'm not hip to the big pastor scene lately.
Perfect name for him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to deal with this.
You had like a bird sanctuary?
Yeah. So
Good. Well, this was what we experienced on Saturday night. Does anyone have any idea what that is?
All right, so you've given a couple of clues, whether you know it or not.
I have. I said that we did not watch Bucks preseason football on Saturday night because of that.
All right, so when you first played it, you didn't give any context. And I thought you went to, like Froggy said, like a bird sanctuary or a zoo.
Early this morning, when we first started the show, I said, folks, I got to deal with this. I got to explain what we had to sit through on Saturday night. Ugh.
And I thought you had to go through the horror of watching a zoo animal laugh at you or mock you. Or so I was like, gosh, that is a really annoying bird.
You don't know what it is, do you?
Well, then you said we had to go through it. It was Saturday evening. I'm like, well, gosh, you didn't go to the zoo on a Saturday night. So then it's a person laughing?
That's what it sounds like to me.
So the question is now, is this at your table? Or is this at another table?
It is not our table. And yes, it does sound like a person laughing because it is.
I can't even mimic it.
So it's not Chloe or Michelle, obviously.
Hang on, I told Michelle we'd call her back. All right, calling Michelle on the landline princess phone, which is underneath my side of the bed. So she's got to reach over underneath the bed right now, grab the landline, and say, hello.
Hello.
Say hello. All right. So, Michelle, are you listening right now?
No, I fell back asleep.
All right. Well, guess what I'm talking about?
The laughing.
Does that even qualify as laughing, Michelle? It's more of a cackle.
Yeah. It was awful.
I've got 3 clips here. Now, I got a little closer, meaning I held the phone like down behind my chair low to get the microphone on the phone closer to the cackler. So these were some of the original recordings. All right, that was one. All right, do you hear the person?
Yeah.
So I switched chairs with one of the kids, and I got close. I got closer. So the first two, those two I just played, those were before I switched chairs to get closer to their table. And then I took my phone. I hit the video record on my phone and held it like toward their table behind my back in order to get the closer perspective. All right, here's the deal. Chloe, obviously, for her birthday on Saturday, got to pick her dinner choice. And Chloe was just jonesing for an all-you-can-eat, shove all kinds of meat in my face experience for her 21st birthday on Saturday night.
Would you go like a Brazilian place or something?
Yeah, you go.
Did you
Bingo.
get the little hockey puck with the green and the red.
By the way, hang on a minute. I took one with me.
You did?
Yeah, hang on a minute.
You stole a puck.
Oh, my gosh.
Got it right here. So, we went to Texas Day Brazil.
Okay.
You know, there are 2. You got Texas Day Brazil on Boy Scout, and then you have another place that gets really good reviews is was it the Gaucho or what? It's on Dale Mabry near Henderson in South Tampa.
Okay.
So you got the other Brazilian steakhouse. So it was between those 2 places wherever she could get the reservation. So we end up at Texas Day Brazil. My God, that place, by the way, was packed. I mean, I thought it was a cattle call, and it was almost literally. that place was packed. So we go to Texas Day Brazil, and we get seated in. There's a back room, and there's like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 tables in the back room, and there's this whole group. Michelle, how many people would you say? That was a big table.
Maybe 8 or 10.
There was a lot of people at that table, and they were right behind us, and they were there. They preceded us. And, Michelle, how quickly had we sat down when we start looking at each other like, oh, my God, what is that?
Well, like within 2 minutes?
Yeah, within 2 minutes of sitting down, they were very loud. This whole group, they were all yelling. First of all, the restaurant was packed. It was a loud, loud restaurant. And even in the room off to the side where we were, it was just loud. And these people were they were like yelling at each other. And this one woman, her laugh was just permeating. That was the whole. You think it's funny?
She has a bunch of different kind of laughs.
Yeah, she does.
Well, I edited those together so you could hear them.
She's got a variety.
Then finally, I'm like, I got to get this more in the clear. I got to get this a little louder. And that's when I switched seats. And then I held the phone behind me and produced this.
That is, who's she hanging out with? Gallagher?
I don't. But Michelle.
Sounds like an animal.
What, like an hour and a half?
Oh, yeah, easily.
I mean, can you imagine this? It's like whatever anyone would say. This woman's like, you know, the waiter would come by, hey, can I get you some more bananas and mashed potatoes?
Well, bananas are funny.
Any more drinks for you?
Oh, God, you got to stop.
Whatever was said, this woman was just cackling and laughing. It's like, my God, I wanted to, like, you know, the big spears of meat they come around with?
Yes.
I wanted to take one out of the guy's hand and just clobber her over the head with the thing.
She would have laughed. She would have thought it was funny.
She certainly was enjoying all the meat she was eating.
But
I mean,
the waiter even commented.
Oh, yeah. Tell everyone what the waiter said.
So he was doing something at the little, like, I don't know, little station behind us where they have some supplies or whatever. And the woman started laughing. And he gave Chloe a look, and it was like, he kind of said, he said, oh, my gosh, if you guys can hear yourselves or something like that.
Yeah. Well, he said that twice.
Yeah, because we were talking, and I guess maybe he heard what we were talking about, and he was like, yeah, if you can hear yourselves.
Obnoxious.
So the waiter even commented on her. And then when it was time to pay the bill, the waiter was really kind of good. The waiter was good.
Oh, he was awesome.
The server was really good, very attentive. I don't know his name, but he kind of had like a kind of a hipster haircut. It was a younger guy.
Okay.
And he was a good waiter. And then at the end, when I paid the check and he gave me the bill back, he said, "Guys, I hope you enjoyed yourself this evening. I hope you were able to hear yourself have a conversation."
Hear yourself think.
Or something to that effect because of...
Now,
if anyone knows who that is, call us up, 800-990-1047. If anyone knows who this woman is...
I mean, how funny is a person she was eating dinner with?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There were 10 people at the table. Go ahead.
There were 10 people at her table.
Yeah.
Do you think that the 5 other couples or 4 other couples are like, I really want to invite, let's say her name is Deb. I really want to invite Deb, but I don't know if we can get through the meal with that laughter. Like, that has to be something.
Roxanne, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, how are those people with her? Like, are they with them all the time? How can how can they even hear anything after they go home that night?
So,
I mean, they probably had hearing damage.
Guys, it is completely reasonable to go to dinner with 4 or 5 other couples and have there be people in the group you've never met before.
So at the Brazilians...
No.
Well,
right?
I think they might have known each other, but the question is, and Roxanne, you're right, and Michelle, same thing. It's like, if these people know each other, I can't believe that this is a one-off. She must be like this all the time. Who wants to go to dinner with this? Right. I mean, the whole damn meal. So the way that the Brazilian steakhouses work is you get, we used to love Boizão. Remember Boizão on Boy Scout right across from the mall? Mm-hmm. Boizão was incredible. They were there before Texas Day Brazil. Or actually, I think Texas Day Brazil might have opened up toward the end of Boizão. But what you do at the Brazilian steakhouses, you get the little chip. You get a little, and it's like
Is that cardboard?
Well, this one's just like a paper stock.
Yeah, it used to be much more substantial.
Yeah, I think so.
Like a poker chip.
Well,
I've had one before that would look like a chess piece, and it was 2 sides.
Ooh.
It was very fancy.
So we have the opportunity to let the servers know who walk around with the meats. We have the opportunity when you're at a Brazilian steakhouse to let them know if you want to keep going or if you want to stop. Do you want them to come to your table with the latest selection? So if you want the latest selection to bring it around, you got to make sure that your little chip is green. So you've got a green side and then you've got a red side. I'm holding it up, by the way, on MJTV right now. I'm holding up the Texas Day Brazil Sim por favor, yes please, more, the green side. Okay. And then the other side is...
No, we know how it works.
We all get how Brazilian steakhouses work.
So red, green.
Even if I've never been before, I got the concept.
Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take like some duct tape and take the red side and just take it,
smack it right on her face.
I wanted to take the red side and just glue it to her face, over her mouth.
How did you not have a confrontation with this woman by just saying something, by walking by the table like, oh my God, the funniest person in the world must be sitting here because you are cackling a storm.
Let me answer the question. By the way, I did hold up the little green-red little thing up on MJTV. And folks, if you don't know, every morning the MJ Morning Show is live on TV. MJTV, we've got cameras in the studio. You can watch us do the radio show. So if you go to MJMorningshow.com and then click on MJTV, you can watch us live, or you can watch the replay anytime after the show. You can watch the entire show. So, Festa, that's a good question.
I mean, the way I would have done it is I would have stood at the table and just looked at everybody and waited for them, and it started laughing, and then they all give you a strange look and say, well, this bitch over here is just cackling up a storm.
Language.
Okay,
language.
What would you use to describe her after an hour and a half?
All right, here's the deal. So it was getting annoying after like the first 2 minutes.
I mean, seriously.
All right, so, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 minutes in, and hearing this woman... At the dinner table at Texas Day Brazil across from us, Chloe's looking at me, and I go to like push my chair back, and Chloe's like, Daddy, no, please. So Chloe's big, Daddy, don't make a scene.
Don't make a scene.
And then Chloe's like, it's my birthday. Don't say anything. So Chloe was begging me not to confront the cackler.
MJ, the move is...
I wanted them to take her and put her on the grill in the back.
Oh, my God.
Why didn't you always just go, excuse me, ma'am, and then hold up the red side? Everybody to her.
Yeah.
Stop, stupid.
Yeah.
or start a chant. Like, get all the tables together and chant.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Maybe she sounds like she was high on mushrooms or something.
Yeah. How drunk was she? What was she? Did you get any other clues?
Listen, all good questions. I just lost my... What did I do
Was
with
she
my...
having dinner with Sebastian Maniscalco?
I mean, seriously, the funniest guy out there? I mean, was Steve Harvey at her table just laughing up a storm?
I just lost my card. What the hell did I do with it?
Yeah, MJ.
Oh, here, I put it back in my wallet.
You could have, in the time it took you to have dinner, call me. I could have made it down there and just spilled a whole drink on her.
So I should have. I should have just held the red side up and said, "Stop!"
Yeah, for
real. Mid cackle, stop.
There you go.
Stop.
That's it.
My aggressive way of letting other tables know they're being obnoxious, which I look right at them and do what they're doing. Like get really close and just right at their table, so they all start. They snap out of their trance.
So I should have turned around and just went.
Yeah, your whole table should have had a squawking. Is it a toucan? Would that be the bird, Froggy?
Maybe
I don't know.
What are you asking me for? Because my nose?
Because I know you like birds.
Okay. Yes, it is a toucan. They squawk.
Yeah, but just the whole table making a ruckus.
No, it's a ruckus.
Nonetheless,
Dude, I'm telling you, you're regressing in your language skills. Something's going on with you.
I aren't.
Michelle, anything else to add?
No. Happy birthday, Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe's 21.
So, a couple of questions, Michelle.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much meat did Chloe eat?
Oh, you'd be surprised. That girl could pack away some meat, let me tell you.
And there's so many varieties, and it's all mixing in your stomach together.
So much. All right, second question. 21st birthday. This is a big occasion.
She get boozed up?
Did she get drunk on Daddy's dime?
No, not necessary. We had one delicious cocktail, and that was really it.
Boo.
Hey, Fester, speaking of alcohol, Fester, go to my Instagram feed. I posted it last night. I did video Chloe going to a liquor store right near the house and Chloe walking in to buy her first legitimate...
Oh.
Yep. All right, hang on a minute. Let me take control of this here.
First legitimate bottle of booze.
All right, so I want everyone to listen to this. So this is... Michelle, you still there?
Okay. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on.
I guess she's going to listen on the radio. So on Saturday afternoon, Chloe's like, I want to go ahead and buy something legally with my driver license because I'm 21 today. So I took Chloe up to Lucan's, which they've got a Lucan's location, Lucan's Liquors, right at Kennedy and West Shore.
It's a great liquor store.
Yeah, there's one right next to that Taco Bell over there, and Walgreens is on the corner as well. So I shot a video, and here's the audio from the video. Listen to this. We're at Lucan's Liquors in South Tampa. It's Chloe's 21st birthday. She's going to buy her first legal bottle of liquor. So I walk in. She's already at the shelf, right? She's already at the shelf.
Oh, thank you.
It's echo.
All right, Chloe, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Get in line.
It's called a counter, by the way.
All right, so Chloe's walking to the counter.
And you're being all slick about this.
Watch. Yeah. Listen. You got it? So we captured it, but the clerk says, "Can I see your ID, please?"
That's an excellent job on his part. That's what he's supposed to do.
Excellent job. Ask for the ID, study the ID, and because Chloe still has the kiddie ID, you know, the one that is vertical, not horizontal. She's got the under 21 driver license, so. She's like, Dad, can you take me to get the new one? I'm like, no, you go to Scotland for a year. What do you need that for?
So what'd she buy?
She bought a grapefruit flavored Italian gin.
Ugh.
So
when I think of fine gins, I think of the Italians.
Now let me point something out. So Chloe gets the gin. She buys the gin, and this was her first legal purchase the first day she's 21 years old and went into the liquor store to buy her first bottle of liquor. And was this really the first, or, I have no idea what the hell has gone on up in New Hampshire where she goes to college.
Did she seem like she knew what she was doing in the process? I mean, it's just like buying any other item.
That's
so.
quite a bottle to pick out on your first try.
Hold the phone. My first bottle is going to be this Italian gin with grapefruit essence.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what, Chloe potentially has done or not done for the last couple of years up at college up in New Hampshire at UNH.
It's good parenting.
So,
I didn't know gin was like a young person's drink. I've never had gin in my life. I thought it was like, I don't know.
Like you
drink it when you're retired.
She wanted gin, so that's the bottle that she bought. By the way, folks, you want to see the video? The video is up on my Instagram. So go to. Oh, Andrew, can you do me a favor? Can you go get Andrew Duncan, please? He's outside.
Oh my God! How awkward is that introduction going to be?
What?
Andrew.
Two Andrews.
Hi, Andrew. I'm Andrew. Andrew. Follow Andrew. Andrew Duncan. Andrew.
Yeah, so it's 8:15. Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo is coming in. He's got a little bit of an issue.
Oh, God.
So, Fessy, can you set up mic number 4 over there, please?
Yep.
All right, get Mike.
There you go.
Can you try not to slam it into everything?
Nope.
And can you move over and make space?
No, get closer to Roxanne.
They're
You
both
put him
set
right
up.
between you.
I'm talking in both microphones.
No, you're not,
now.
because I have that one down.
Oh, well, never mind.
All right, move over and make space for Andrew Duncan because he's coming in. But if you want to see the video of Chloe at the liquor store buying her first bottle and getting carded and having a legit ID.
It's an exciting video.
It is. It's a great video.
Moment in time.
If you want to see Chloe, the video's up on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. So go to Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. That's my Instagram. It's the last item posted. And take a look. Also, give me a follow on Instagram while you're at it. Give me a little follow there. I'm almost at 10,000. So, hey, come on around, Andrew Duncan. Go ahead and sit in that chair Sit in that chair right over there. Right. Got a special chair for. Yeah, see, Andrew Duncan is a little bit of a problem. That's why I invited him in after he let me know about this over the weekend, and I'm gonna forward an image to Andrew, our producer. And by the way, my middle name is Andrew. Did you know that?
All right, this is getting
I actually did know that. I did know that.
And his brother's name is Drew.
You know, my favorite cake mix is Duncan Hines. I mean, big deal, MJ. My middle name's Andrew.
All right, Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Great to have you, and great to have you as a sponsor on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to be on.
We really appreciate it. Hey, move that mic up just a little bit. There you go. All right. So, Andrew, you contact me over the weekend.
Yes.
And you said, take a look at this, and then you start sending me stuff.
I was sending you like funny quotes I got from people on Facebook that thought it was funny that I had bullet holes in my real estate sign.
All right, so let's explain what's going on here. Andrew sends me a picture, and originally I didn't see the bullet holes. All I saw were like some of the captions.
Right.
And then I'm like, what's going on here? He said, take a look at the sign. I've got a bullet right between my eyes. All right. So apparently, this is up in Pasco County?
Yeah, in Pasco County on a home that we sold.
All right. So up at Pasco, Andrew Duncan has a Duncan Duo sign in the yard.
Yes.
And your smiling face is on the sign.
Yes.
And somebody has hit your sign with multiple shots.
2 shots, one dead center right between the eyes. The other one they missed. So I don't but regardless, he's a pretty good shot.
One of them is literally one of the bullet holes is right between your eyes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
That's creepy.
Yeah, where in Pasco was this?
It was Newport Richie. It was a normal neighborhood, nothing too crazy about it. But yeah, unfortunately, I know that some places up in Newport Richie have streets where there's a little bit of drug activity and a little bit of bad things that happen in Pasco County.
I wouldn't take it personally. Maybe it is just someone doing target
maybe
practice.
they just got tired of seeing me. I don't know, but it was funny because a lot of my friends came up with sayings like, dead serious about selling your home. And the other one was bullet to the dome, still sold your home was another one I thought was funny. Bullet to the dome, still sold your home.
I
Yeah.
see a billboard.
I like it.
And
Yeah.
a jingle, maybe.
Although it might send the wrong message.
Fester,
But,
tilt Andrew's mic up just a little. There we go. Yeah,
there we go. Got it.
All right. So, bullet to the dome, still sold. What were the other slogans?
So dead serious about selling your home. Bulletproof home selling system. Those are the three most memorable to me.
Shot in the face, I'll sell your place.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I love it.
Marketing
Yes.
machines over
Look at
here.
this.
Now,
Man,
the obvious question is, folks, if you're just tuning in, Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo in the studio, over the weekend, he sends me a picture of his real estate sign at a home up in Pasco, and someone has fired shots, actual bullet holes. These aren't BBs. These aren't pellets.
No, they're bullet holes, yeah.
That looks like at least like a 9mm or something. But the question is, what was behind the sign? Was there a house, or is there woods back there?
No, it was like, it wasn't a house or anything, so it wouldn't have hit anything if they shot straight. It's just a matter of what angle they shot at. So, but still,
there's a bullet in the yard next to.
I know, it's still kind of bad, right? I mean, there could be a kid playing. There could be, who knows?
I just sent the photo to Andrew, so Andrew, our producer, is going to put it up online. We'll put the photo up at mjmorningshow.com, but I'm going to hold it up to the MJ TV camera right now.
Right, sweet.
Andrew.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at this thing.
I don't know what I expected to see, but that's graphic.
I'm holding it up right now to MJ TV. So if you're watching us online at mjmorningshow.com at MJ TV, you can see it right now, but we will post it up on mjmorningshow.com. So yes, Fester.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just listening to this story, for some reason, I thought it was like a shotgun where they blew your whole face off the board. That's a really alarming.
But not just that, but it's a really good shot.
Right,
Like,
it's a
I mean,
good
if I
shot.
need to hire a private security guard, this is the guy. This is the guy I'm hiring.
It's right between the
It's right
eyes.
between the
This
eyes.
is the guy you want to hire the security
Yeah.
firm
So-
to protect you
I
from.
know. That's true.
Holy
so
crap.
so here's the other funny part was that shot was so it made me think, like, when I first looked at it, I thought, okay, somebody just walked up really close to the sign and just shot it between the eyes. But then if you look at the sign, there's another shot that's kind of far off, which makes me think that like somebody shot this thing at some distance.
Yeah, then the other one is outside of your actual photo, and it's in the white area
of the sign.
the sign.
What happened was it was a competition between pals.
It could be after a few drinks.
I bet you I could shoot that guy right between his eyes, and it gets off to the shoulder.
Oh, this could be a good marketing opportunity. Like a shooter's world can make your head into the things that you shoot. That's what it looks
A
like.
target?
A target.
That's a terrible idea.
Sponsored by the Duncan Duo.
But the only downside of that is in like people driving on Del Mabry and 19 and stuff where my billboards are. There's going to be people taking shots on them. I don't need to invite that.
Don't shoot at the billboards.
Yeah,
because you got the Top Gun one now, right?
Yes, the Top Gun one. Yeah.
Oh, so there's a theme now.
Yeah, there you go. That's
There's
true
always a
Top
theme.
Gun. Yeah. Maybe I paid somebody to do it. Yeah. There you go. It's kind of, it just kind of all works together. That didn't even hit me until just now. Top Gun.
This neighborhood in Newport Richey, did you piss anybody off there?
No, I don't think so. That's the thing. I mean,
it was a smooth sail?
Yeah. And what's interesting is I think that, again, sometimes, and we get this like on social media, and MJ, I'm sure you get it like 10x what I get it, but like you get people that are just tired of seeing you or tired of hearing you, so they'll post nasty grams. So, maybe I just had somebody that was angry and tired of seeing my face, or I don't know.
I wouldn't even think it's that. It's just two guys having
just
some
goofing around.
But it's just dangerous.
super
Discharging
dangerous.
a weapon and literally firing a bullet through your face on your real estate sign.
One of the other funny ones was something like, what happens when another agent sees your sign, sees your sign in their neighborhood? Like a real estate agent driving by and my listing is like next door to them. That I could get, but I don't think any real estate agents are out there popping off shots at my sign.
I mean, there might be.
So,
you don't know.
You never know.
There might
You
be.
never know.
So, where's the sign now? Did you take it down?
We took it back. Yeah, now it's a
relic.
Yeah, yeah. It's
you gonna hang it up on the wall.
Yes, of course. I'm proud of that. That's fun. We'll have jokes about that for years.
Hey, real estate sales, Andrew Duncan, number 1 with a bullet.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The bullet.
Coming in at number 1.
Awesome.
It's a great way to earn the business. They come into the shop. Hey, thanks for coming to the Dunkin'. Hey, this here, I'm going to put a sign just like this in your front yard. Here's one of me with my face half shot off. That's funny.
It doesn't work as a deterrent now. There's people out there listening like, man, I don't know if I want to hire this guy. It's just a one-off. It's funny. Like thousands of homes I've sold, I've never had it happen. No one's ever shot up my sign. I've had vandalism. I've had people put mustaches and draw eyeglasses.
Oh, really?
I've had people black out my teeth.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's harmless.
Oh, yeah. But never had anyone shoot up my sign.
Like, who's got time to go up to a real estate sign and with a Sharpie and like black out your teeth?
Oh yeah, kids. I'm sure it's kids
I
most
have
of the time.
plenty of time. I'd love to. That's no issue at all.
I think we know who did it now.
Yeah, I haven't, but I will.
I tell you what, if you're listening, whoever shot Andrew Duncan's face on the real estate sign up in Newport Richie, if you're listening,
I bet they are.
Or it's MJ Morning Show Crime Stoppers. Call us up, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you've got a tip or a lead, or if you did the shooting yourself, rootin', tootin', shooting up in Pasco.
Yeah, they're going to cop to shooting a gun.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, you caught me.
Hey, what's the update on the Edward Scissorhands house?
So we've actually sent it out to a lot of brokers in LA. I think that's where we think the target buyer would come from.
Now, you did get the listing.
We did, yeah. Okay. We have it on the market now.
Now, remember, let me refresh the audience's memory here. This is a couple of months ago.
We talked about it on air.
We talked about it on air. We called you up, and it turned out that he had it listed like with a friend or something.
Yes, and he'd had a, I don't even know if he'd actually had like a valid agreement anymore. But he ended up, parting ways with him, hiring us. And we've obviously got some more eyes on it. We've put it out there on social media, but realistically, the downside is the market has started to take a turn a little bit at the same time as we're putting it on the market.
He missed the peak.
It's tough, yeah.
But it is a specialty house.
It's a very special house that the desire is to sell it to someone in LA in the movie production, kind of arena is really the place that.
And what's the exact location of the house?
It's in Lutz. It's on
south of 54 or 56.
It is. So
it's like right on the Hillsborough, like Pasco
it's right on
line.
the line.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
And what it is, folks, it's the home that was used in Edward Scissorhands with Johnny Depp. And now Andrew Duncan has the listing for the home. What is the home listed at?
$625.
Okay, because he thought he was going to get.
We were going to lower it. We were working on some changes.
Because he thought he was going to get $1 million for the home.
The tough part is like I said, when the market was super hot, it was it was a different time, and it wasn't marketed in a way that we would have marketed it.
Right.
So it's on 10 Smith Circle, 1774 10 Smith Circle is the address, and we have it listed now. I know that we had worked with him on some tweaks that we were making. So let me pull it up in just a second.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go out of state with the marketing on that one.
It has to. Yeah, I mean, ideally, you're thinking about, and it's actually we've got it at $575 now.
All right, so it was $625. You lowered it $50K.
Yes, we've lowered it, and again, it's a very unique house, like you said. It's a house that. That a lot of eyes have been on before, and a fan or someone in Hollywood movie production, TV studios, that's really the target for the property.
All right. Now, let's talk real estate for a second in the Tampa Bay market. When did the market take the turn in the Tampa Bay area? When do you think we started to see the reductions in price, and people have heard that the slowdown had happened nationwide?
The first month that the stats showed it was July. The July stats showed a softening, still appreciation, but a softening in the appreciation rate. A 20% year-over-year drop in the number of home sales. That in June you started to feel it with pending sales, but the stat showed it for the first time in July.
And it's really the mortgage rates or and inflation? Is it a combination?
Both, yeah. Mortgage rates and inflation, have slowed the market. Now, again, are we talking about something we saw, a decade plus, like the Great Recession? No, we're not seeing numbers like that. We're seeing more of a stabilization, like a leveling out, so to speak.
And so, do we have any more? Do we have like a buffer or safety because we are in Florida and so many people still want to move here?
Population growth, yeah, that'll make our market outperform others. Now, we're still seeing a slowdown, but our slowdown won't be as fierce as other markets.
On average, what percentage would you say home prices are down now?
So they're actually not down yet. So all we've seen so far is a slowdown in the appreciation rate.
All right. So the people that were putting their homes on the market and they were sold in an hour, or people putting their home on the market and suddenly there are 5 people that are bidding on the house and even bidding it above asking price.
Yes.
Has that slowed down as well?
It has slowed down. It's not gone. There are still neighborhoods where that happens.
Okay.
So we're not seeing as many bidding wars. The list to sell price ratio, which is tracked historically for almost a year straight, was above 100%, meaning that homes on average were selling above the asking price. For the first time in nearly a year, that dropped below 100% to 99% in July. So now we're seeing negotiation, homes lasting a little longer, and ultimately sellers not overpricing their home. There were a lot of sellers that were just, they had a $500,000 house, they know the market's hot, so let's throw it out there for $550,000. That has to go.
But people were getting crazy prices.
People were, yeah.
Insane prices.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Andrew, hang out for a bit. Hey,
Sure.
And Andrew, when can you get Andrew's shot up real estate sign on mjmorningshow.com?
It's on the stories we talked about page right now.
Okay. And did you do a close-up as well? So you want to use the big picture, but then
they really need to see the bullet hole in between
then
my eyes.
Do a version where you zoom it into so you can see just the face. Yeah. All right. So we're going to tweak it a little bit because I want to do a zoomed in shot so you can see a real close up of the bullet hole right between Andrew's eyes on a for sale sign up in Pasco. So
that's a really uneasy feeling shot. It's right between my eyes. If it was half blown off, it's kind of comical, but there's one bullet hole. Right?
The funny part too is when
marksman.
someone sent it. When I first saw it, I was literally watching reruns of The Walking Dead show. It was kind of like, could this be more symbolic?
And if you don't know the story from the beginning, Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo in the studio. You see the TV commercials, you hear the radio commercials, you see the billboards all over town. And Andrew sent me a picture over the weekend. Somebody took a couple of shots at a for sale sign, and he's got his picture on the for sale sign, his real estate sign, and somebody put a bullet, literally, it looks like at least a 9mm, right through
right between the eyes.
Right through the middle of his forehead. I mean, right between the eyes there's a gunshot. So that's what we're talking about here. Oh, and the reason how we really kind of, hooked up is we were busting on you last year.
Correct, about my suits.
Right.
Yes.
So,
and I heard. I had people texting me, hey, MJ's roasting you right now and how bad your suits are.
All right, listen, hold on. Roasting is jokes. We were being serious.
Andrew, because MJ is such a fashion statement.
Yeah. Listen, I'm no fashion guru over here, all right?
It was bad, though. It was bad.
My wardrobe consists of about 12 pairs of shorts of a couple of different varieties, but mostly khaki. And I've got like a dozen shirts that I rotate. I am the least fashion conscious of anyone, so I really don't have a lot of room to talk. However, I've got a couple of nice suits. For any special event, I can dress up nicely. I do actually have the ability to look pretty decent. And so Andrew Duncan, last year, you had a commercial and you're in like this all black suit with a pink tie. I thought you were out of a Sopranos episode.
Yeah, it was bad.
I thought you were still in Bada Bing or something.
It was not my choice. It was not my choice.
So we were busting Andrew on the air, and we're like, oh my, I got to get a hold of this Duncan Duo guy and tell him someone needs to, buy him some new suits. And anyway, the next commercial you shot, you had all new, and your suit was great.
Yes, thank you. I hired a stylist to fix that. So now I'm good.
Wait, you hired a stylist?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Because of the MJ Morning Show?
Yes, I did. So. Well, not just because of the MJ Morning Show, but then the trickle effect of people being like, looking at it and being like, yeah, the suit's bad. Yeah, the pink tie. It was definitely bad, but I fixed it. Now I'm good. And
you look like a bouncer at the dollhouse.
Yeah, it was bad. I was also a lot heavier too, and I think that made it worse.
This is a modern day tale of the Emperor's
you were just
New
looking,
Clothes.
and you were just looking for images of it. I hope that I've scrubbed the internet of it. I think
just-
that I have. I think
did
that
a
I've
Google
scrubbed the
search.
internet of it.
Type in Andrew Duncan, black suit, pink tie. Nothing comes
I'm
up.
hoping I scrubbed the internet of it.
But here's the deal. You got so much response, people saying, my God, MJ's talking about you, talking about your suit. So you're like, wait a minute, I'm getting this much response from the
I
MJ
need to just
Morning.
have this guy like running ads for me. Like, what's this?
So, folks, this is a great pitch here.
Yeah.
Andrew Duncan got so much response that you and Sam, your marketing guy, Sam 9, so you guys contact us, and now we're an endorser for the Duncan duo because the response was so huge. We're talking about your suit that you're like, oh my God, imagine if he does commercials about us selling houses. And that now you guys are a client on the show.
So new MJ endorsement marketing system. Just make fun of people on air, and make fun of advertisers on
for
air.
years. Andrew's like, how do I get this guy to shut up? Let's hire him.
Well, listen, it's a great sales tool. So, folks, if you own a business and you want a lot of talk about your business, get a hold of the MJ Morning Show. Just send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. If you want to become a new sponsor on the show, if you want me to do your live commercials, just send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com.
We'll ridicule you first and get people talking.
But no, and one other thing. So literally more than a decade ago, and I'm not going to mention the name, but I had someone else speaking radio ads for me, and MJ cuts an incredible radio spot. Like his radio spots are like perfect compared to so many of the endorsers that we work with. I mean, he nails the point.
Are you saying that I'm one of the best endorsers in the Tampa Bay market?
Oh, no question.
Well, thank you very much.
No question. So MJ sent me I think a message on Facebook or a text or something about a radio commercial that someone else cut, basically telling me how horrible it was.
I did that?
You did that. I'm not going to mention his name on air.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was a decade plus. This was a decade. You were with a different studio.
Yeah, I was at 93 back then.
You were correct.
Yeah, I was at iHeart back then. Yeah.
So you did, and truth be told, I listened to the spot, and it was really bad. And I was like, okay, we got to get this fixed.
You know what? I think I do remember that.
Yes.
Right. Because you were also
it's a nationally syndicated radio and TV and a conservative radio and TV guy. I think you can figure out who it is.
So, hey, Andrew, if you want to hang out for a little bit.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
So just hang out. Just chime in. All right, a couple of things here that I got to get to. By the way, we're in the middle of our long. Guess what? We have a Duncan Duo commercial coming up in a few minutes.
Boom.
Look at this. Seriously.
Perfect.
You guys can do it together.
I got one of your live spots coming up. I got the script right here. All right. So, Fester, I saw this and I immediately thought of you. Artificial sweeteners could cause diabetes. Shocking new research.
Yeah, I got news for you. My current lifestyle without the artificial sweeteners will cause diabetes, so I'm not that worried about it.
Like 358 pounds
Big
causes...
deal. Everything gives you diabetes.
Are you going to go to the doctor so we can do high-low game on your blood work?
No, I don't think that's right.
Or we could guess diabetes or not.
But listen to this. Real sugar can rack up the calories, but artificial sweeteners may cause diabetes. Scientists are now warning that some artificial sweeteners can alter the body's microbes in a way that changes blood sugar levels. This is according to brand new data published in the journal Cell. The sugar substitutes, Fester, which include saccharin and aspartame, are in thousands of diet products and drinks, etc. Manufacturers have long denied that the substitutes could have adverse effects on the human body. I know we talked about over the years that people that drink like Diet Cokes all day long, it's like they don't lose weight. It's like they either stay the same, or people that are just consuming all these diet drinks, it seems they put on weight.
That's a bunch of crap news, fake news from Big Sugar right
What are you
there.
talking about, fake news?
It's all about sugar. It's all about calories in, calories out, man. If I can enjoy a nice A&W Zero at 0 calories, it's better than drinking one with like 280 calories in it.
Is it though?
There is research. So
I'm on TV.
Andrew's on Channel 8 right now with a commercial.
Nice
See, that's a good looking suit,
wasn't it? See, yeah, it's a good suit.
The stylist picked that out?
Yes.
See, that's a good suit.
Yes.
The last one, look, you look like a mafia guy.
Oh, I know. It was, what was it he said? He said, It was the Will Ferrell movie.
Night at the Roxbury.
Yes, Night at the Roxbury. That's what it was. Night at the Roxbury.
That's what I said. Hey, Andrew, give me What Is Love.
What is love?
That's right. When I was making fun of you, I used Bada Bing.
Yeah.
I said you look like you were in a mafia movie, and then I also said
Night at the Roxbury.
you could have been in the Night at the Roxbury bit
Yes.
with Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan. Yes. Yeah.
But then you shot a video.
I did.
You shot
kind
a
of laughing
video,
about
and then
it.
you actually brought up the pictures of Chris Kattan
Yes.
and Will Ferrell. Yeah,
That's funny.
Anyway,
I have an idea, though. Back to his Fester's possible diabetes.
Yeah.
Seriously, send him to get the blood work, and we could play. Do we have Wheel of Fortune? We could play Wheel of Diabetes. Me and you could guess. And Roxanne, what do you think?
Well, you need the big music.
You gotta have it.
I don't gotta
You
have
have 15 Splendas a day.
Okay, first of all, that's true.
You had 2 Whoppers the other day just sitting here.
Dude,
Doubles.
you consume more artificial sweetener
than anybody I've ever seen.
All of us combined, all year long.
Dude, this is fake news. I'm telling you, this is a big sugar conspiracy, man. Our
It's
artificial
not.
sweeteners are fine.
No, it changes the number and the type of bacteria in your gut.
I have enough bacteria on me to cover that. I'm fine. You guys, just don't worry about me and this Splenda stuff.
Now, you guys, Roxanne, your iPhone, right?
Yes, I'm iPhone.
Fester, your
like a
iPhone.
normal person.
Froggy, your iPhone.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Andrew, you iPhone?
I'm iPhone, yes.
And Andrew, producer as well? Are you
iPhone
or no?
He's a
he's
phone.
Android. All right, so Andrew Duncan, your iPhone.
Yes.
Did you guys get the big red alert? Oh my God, you got to update to the latest iOS version because of the hacking. Did you do that?
Yes, my phone auto updated.
Oh,
I
it
think.
did.
Like maybe last night or night before or something like that.
So what was it late last week? Was it Thursday or Friday? It's like there's this big alert. Yeah, your iPhone or iPad, anything on iOS could be open to hackers. So how do they figure this out? Like one day you're okay, the next day it's, oh my God, it's red alert, hurry up. Download, hurry, quick. Because it was like a big story late last week that if you have an Apple phone or iPad, and I've got 2 iPads. I've got an iPad that I use for my afternoon show for visual FaceTime with my crew at the master control, and then I got an iPad in my home theater that controls the system. So I rushed and I updated it because I didn't want they said that hackers could get in and totally exploit your system. But it seems that they say this. It seems like every year this happens.
Okay, I didn't get that update.
Me either.
Is my
I don't
phone
even know
too
what you're talking
old?
about.
Hold on, how old is your phone?
That must be the problem.
What phone do you have?
I don't know.
Which version iPhone?
I have a newer one.
You tell me.
I think it was iPhone. What was it? iPhone 10 and later.
Okay, I think
That's why.
10 and earlier.
Oh no, here we go. For iPhones, the affected devices are the iPhone 6, 6S, SE, 7, 7 Plus, 8, 10.
Those are
11, 12,
What?
13.
Well, it says I'm an iPhone 11, but I didn't get that.
Yeah, you gotta maybe you have to do it yourself then. But like if you're on an iPhone, it's everything from the iPhone 6 and forward. You had to update, and then for iPads, it was iPad Pros, iPad Airs, and third generation of minis, I guess. And they said that you were totally exposed and potentially hackable with the security flaw. But how is it that Apple is supposed to be this totally put together company? How do they keep having like these security flaws?
I think by virtue of them telling you it's not a flaw. I mean, they're being proactive about it. Security flaws when they say, oh, by the way, everyone's information is now in some
He's just
Pakistani
being a
call
phone
center.
diva because he thinks his phone or his, what is it? Apple? What do you have?
Me? Yeah. No, dude, I'm an Android.
Dude, see how he is?
Hold on.
Dude, I'm Android
No,
boy.
No, it's the Apple folks that have a superiority complex.
No.
Yeah,
in the room,
no.
you have it.
No, I have Android. Michelle has Android. My kids are Apple.
You're an Android diva, bro.
I'm not an Android diva. It's the Apple folks that look down on me. Oh, you don't have an iPhone? Oh, you have Android? That happens all the time. I'm not a diva.
Did you get beat up by a bunch of iPhone guys?
I'm the anti-diva. All right, folks, if you eat watermelon, they're saying you're doing it all wrong. And I love watermelon. I was at Walmart on Gandhi over the weekend, and I picked up a big, giant seedless for $5.89 or $5.88, whatever the hell it was.
That's a lazy watermelon.
Yeah, if you're eating watermelon and not doing this, you're doing it wrong. Also, You got to hear about this disaster with a wedding invitation. Oh, my God. There was a wedding invitation disaster that you got to hear about, and that's just scratching the surface. Oh, I've got a quiz. Which food is better for you, blank or blank? You're going to love this.
Okay.
All right, next segment is jammed, and we're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, Andrew, for your live spot. Q105, it is 8:54. MJ with Roxanne and Fester and Froggy. And the Monday program feels pretty good today. Having a good time on a Monday. Listen, I have a good time every day. People are like, oh, Monday, or oh, thank God it's Friday. If I don't like doing the show, if ever comes a point that I don't like doing the show, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I'm just not going to do the show. That's it.
Fester's trying hard to make it so you don't like it.
You think so? You think so?
But you're still pushing through.
Hey, we're coming off of last week was incredible. Again, thanks to DonTheITGuy.com. Thanks to Don, who owns and runs Team Logic IT in St. Petersburg. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We gave away 20 of those Microsoft Surface Pro 8 tablets last week, Monday through Friday, every hour during the morning show, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. We had thrilled winners. The response to this contest was greater than anything I've ever seen in the history of contests that I've been a part of in this market, as far as the phone contest goes. I've never seen anything with this much response. So I thank everybody who participated. Thank you, everyone that tried to get in. I wish we could give everyone a tablet, but it's just not possible. And, guys, what are you guys doing?
We got Professor's looking at her armpit.
We got a situation that's brewing. It's happening right now as you're doing this, whatever you're talking about.
This is completely obnoxious.
We got something that's come to all of our attention.
You just hit Fester.
She made a swinging motion. She didn't actually connect.
What is going? Like little kids fighting in the backseat of the car over here. What is going on?
Our awesome listeners who not only listen to the program but watch us on MJTV.
Yes,
they noticed that Roxanne has a armpit sweat stain the size of like Lake Erie.
Oh, come on. Okay, look.
Okay.
Oh my God! Do you not put deodorant on?
Look at this side.
Or antiperspirant. Let me see this one.
Show them this pit.
It's hot in here, guys.
Okay, she has.
Okay, listen. You can smell me. I do not smell
cowgirl. Nobody's saying that.
All right. So hold on a minute.
It's hot in here. It's
listeners
extraordinarily hot.
Listeners are texting you on the text line.
The armpit police watch MJTV.
You've got sweaty pits.
I guess this shirt, this material, it
sounds like you need to get the Botox jammed in your armpits because it does. People get Botox in their sweat glands, right, to stop people from sweating.
This is not a recurring thing. It's always hot in the studio on Monday. I'm wearing a long sleeve button-up shirt. Usually, I don't wear stuff like this.
Well, it's always hot in the studio all the time. This studio is never cool. I would like to light all the equipment on fire, and I would like to light the air.
I thought you just said you were happy doing this. What's happening?
No.
You want to light the place on fire now? When I'm not loving this, by the way, I want to light this joint on fire. I'm tired of it. What are you doing?
That will make it hotter in here, and that will not help.
Yes, it is. It is warm.
Very warm today.
I miss the cold studio days, if I'm honest.
I need a cold studio, and I've suffered in this place for 2 years. That's part of the reason why I'm thinking about just two and done.
So
it's a little pop-up morning show, and
stop it,
all right. So the only thing that's popping up right now is Roxanne's pits. And apparently, the same way they say the camera.
You're so rude.
So hold on. The same way they say the camera adds 10 pounds, it also shows
10 gallons of sweat underneath her armpits.
I'm so, you know what? Whoever is looking for that is really looking hard because usually my hair covers my armpits. And it's not like I do the show like this,
So what did you do to raise your arms on camera for people to then text in, hey, we're watching on MJTV and your armpits look like...
Sorry, busted. I'm a human being that sweats. I'm not a robot.
Your armpits are sweaty.
What? Roxanne's not a robot.
I'm not a robot.
What? Oh, and are the comments still off on MJTV?
Yes, we had people who ruined it for everybody.
Well, let me tell you what happened here. We got a couple follow-up things. Also, the tomato sauce or the ketchup rather, all over the back wall. It's almost 90% better.
Oh man, look at that! It's gone.
No, well, listen. It is so much better than what it looked like on Friday.
They did a good job. It's pale.
That's a whole other issue, which we'll get into here in a second. Management's still giving me crap about the back wall. But it turns out that MJTV, which is very successful, because you can watch the entire MJ Morning Show on TV.
Right.
If you go to mjmorningshow.com, you click on MJTV, and we have a whole bunch of cameras in the studio. Get to watch us do the show on TV. MJTV is on mjmorningshow.com. Just click. So you can watch us live, or it's a YouTube stream, and then it's recorded, obviously, and then you can watch us at your leisure. So if you want to watch the show later on during the day, you want to watch it at night, you want to catch a show from last week, all the archives are available to watch all of our shows. Now, we used to have the comments where people could join and leave comments in the comments section, like a live scrolling comment box during MJTV. But we've disabled the comments because apparently these porno websites kept putting up links to all of these porno sites. And they would say, hey, you want to see some real entertainment?
Oh, man.
And they put, we got spammed. We were getting so heavily spammed with porn sites that they shut off the comments for now. Now, I don't know if we can maybe put them back on. Did we chase the porn pushers away?
No, I think they would just pop back on if we let them. But, you can always text 1-800-990-1047. So I communicate with a lot of people that way. You're not in the group chat, so to speak. But, of course, if you want to talk crap about me, go ahead and text Fester. What's your phone number again? 813-310-8444.
Whoa! That's the first time ever.
Now Roxanne is giving away Fester's private cell number.
Is that Roxanne's cutting comment?
Oh, wow.
Listen, I got a text.
Hold on, Roxanne. What is Fester's private cell number again?
813-310-8444.
Folks, that really is Fester's one and only private personal cell phone number.
So I get a text message 30 minutes ago. Is it just me, or am I seeing giant sweat stains under Roxanne's armpits?
Is it just me, or are you in third grade? Stop looking at people's armpits, weirdo.
You're on this YouTube television thing.
Oh, my God.
So
All right.
Part of it is the shadow. It's not a giant pit.
No. Part of it is that big old
my
Zephyr Hill bottle that you have in a headlock. Jeez.
That doesn't even make sense.
Everybody knew what I meant.
Let me go ahead and talk about what I actually advertised here.
Please.
And that's watermelon. Now, I love watermelon. Just picked up a 588 chunk. They have those big boxes set up right when you walk into Walmart. I picked one up. All right, so here's the deal. If you're not doing this to your watermelon, you're eating it all wrong.
Okay.
Anybody have any idea here on the show?
Swallowing the seeds.
No. Why would you want to swallow the seeds?
Because we've always been told not to, or watermelon will grow in your stomach if you do that. But maybe that was just a wives' tale. Maybe you should eat them, like pumpkin seeds.
Nope.
Interesting. How about... Oh, have a guess?
Yes, Froggy, go ahead.
How about eating the shell?
The rind?
No, it's a shell, a rind.
The green part? The green and white part?
Yes, you eat the green part first and you leave the red part. You throw that out.
No.
All right.
Well, Roxanne, you pushed something similar on us like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I know what it is. It's eat it with tagine.
Well, you use that. That's a
Spice.
a Latino spice,
Yes.
right? Tagine.
That was good, actually.
Is it
So good.
tagine or tahine?
Tahine.
It's I don't.
It's just
I would have to see the spelling.
It's delicious.
Because you brought watermelon in with this tahine stuff, and it's kind of like a lime, salty lime kind of thing.
Yes.
Well, guess what?
Yum.
Part of that applies if you're not eating your watermelon with salt. If you're not salting your watermelon, they say you're doing it all wrong. Because that will improve the perfection of a deliciously sweet watermelon.
That's weird. I have a friend who eats tomatoes with salt and just pours it on the tomato and bites it like an animal. But I've never heard of the watermelon sugar or salt.
Yeah, you're supposed to salt your watermelon.
That's a lot.
Can I also mention one other thing before I move on?
Sure.
That one of the great disappointments in life is when you get a lousy watermelon.
And you don't know.
Oh my gosh, I got one the other day.
Yeah, that's
It's
one
terrible.
of the greatest disappointments in humanity is when you buy a watermelon and you take it home, you put it in the fridge, you get it all chilled and cooled for a day or so, and then you slice into that watermelon, and you can't wait to take that first bite, and it's, oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's
God. It's terrible. Ugh, awful.
like mushy and rancid.
Well, it's that's one thing. Yes, when you get the mushy mealy, but
Yes,
also the one that I get hit with the most is lack of sweetness. When you don't get a sweet one, you're just waiting for that cold, sweet. Just
You got to give it the sweetness test before you buy it.
Well, I do thump them.
No, you rub it on your crotch. I thought.
No, I thump my melons.
You thump your melon.
Yeah, you're supposed to thump your melons. You're supposed to and you're supposed to hear like a hollowish kind of sound back. I don't know if that's real or if that's some stupid wives' tale, but that sucks. When you get a lousy watermelon, that's one of the worst things that you can possibly face. I think that's worse than an amputation.
All right, where can you go?
I got to be honest.
Where can you go, MJ, to buy old-fashioned watermelon with seeds?
At the Publix?
A lot of places have.
I mean, every place I see has like seedless watermelon.
I've seen seedless and seeded, but I've also heard in the past that the seeded watermelons are sweeter.
Yes.
Is that true?
I've always heard that as well. And the last couple I've bought over the last year, maybe over the last couple of months, have been they've been good, but not great.
Do you
And
want
they've all
somebody
been
who's
seedless.
fingered out your seeds?
Oh, man, wait a sec. I just thought of something.
Is that how they get them out?
I need to invent a watermelon store core tester.
Like a cheese?
Will you like
no.
give it a biopsy?
I need like a little thin device, like a straw,
to taste it.
And you jam it into the watermelon and you take a core sample. And then you pull it out and then you taste the watermelon before you buy it. Meanwhile, you did leave like a big termite hole in the side of the watermelon. But
that might be an issue.
Like a little burrowing earwig or something.
But then you know.
But a watermelon store core tester. Almost like I'm one of the guys at the former Tsukiji fish market in Tokyo, where they take the core sample of the tuna to see if it's good and oily and fatty, and if they want to pay $3 million for that giant bluefin. You know,
the core looks good.
Oh man, I got to do that. You think I'll get in trouble for if I'm standing at like Walmart or Publix and I'm just jamming like a core tester into all the watermelons to find one that's sweet?
No, because if you find them that aren't sweet, then they're no good to sell, and they're going to have to get rid of them anyways.
And then then I need some like green epoxy to patch the hole up with.
Yeah, now you got now.
That's not a food tampering charge at all.
I need to have MJ's watermelon core tester to make sure your watermelon doesn't suck.
And putty.
And with that green putty to plug the hole. Oh, man. All right.
Sir, what are you doing?
Exactly. All right, man. This is a disaster. Do you know how almost everyone these days, when you put out an invitation for an event, like a wedding or whatever, a lot of the RSVPs now are online. You know, they have these wedding sites where you accept or decline online. Listen to this. A fiance who put together her wedding invitation directed guests to Pornhub.com on her wedding invitation.
Is that a mistake?
That mistake.
Oh, my
She
God.
accidentally
Copy-paste.
copied her most recent link.
She said, I got my wedding invitations in the mail today. I made a very large mistake.
I mean, is that for real?
I
That's
forgot
insane.
I put this fun website in as a placeholder. So she apparently until she had the exact website for her wedding, she put in a placeholder, and for whatever reason she allegedly put in Pornhub.com, the porno website.
Yeah, that's the cleanup after this. She's
folks,
saying,
don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't
you
go
put
there.
up any website. Why is that one?
She puts in the why did you put I don't know, Best Buy or something?
Yeah.
Or,
No, that's the excuse that she's making.
Yeah. So that's what she's saying. And she said, I forgot I put this fun website as a placeholder.
Fun.
And it was the Pornhub website. I'm looking at the actual invitation, and it's this whole nice little with the scrolly looking wispy RSVP. Kindly respond by the 1st of March on our wedding website, and it's www.pornhub.com. Or you can call area code. There's a. Oh man, the phone number is visible too on here. Oh, maybe that was just a. That might be just a company that's taking. But you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't put the wrong website down, and it turns out to be a big giant porno website.
One of the biggest. The hub of all.
Wow.
People make this mistake, I guess.
I would definitely go to that wedding. I mean, I'm not a big wedding guy anymore. I try to avoid them, but if that's the link,
I don't want to go to weddings either. All right, guys, I have a food quiz for you.
Ooh.
What is better for you? Ice cream or a multi-grained bagel?
I mean, it's got to be the bagel, right?
Yeah, it's got to be the multi-grain bagel, huh? Listen, obviously, you're going to pick the non-obvious thing. A new study from Tufts. Do you know where Tufts is, Froggy? And don't say your carpet.
Medford, Oregon? No, it's not. It's always going to be my guess.
Are you going to guess Medford, Oregon for everything?
I don't know. Where's Tufts? I don't know.
Where's your latest shelving job in some warehouse?
I got to go to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, now you're not saying Medford, Oregon all of a sudden?
I mean, ask me again.
What's that town in Alabama you always go to?
Goodwater. Yeah, it's Goodwater, Alabama.
No, you're supposed to say Medford, Oregon.
Oh, God. I don't know the joke.
My God. You're missing everything here.
Medford, Oregon?
What are you, stoned today?
Well, yes.
No.
All right. So here's the deal.
Never.
New study from Tufts University, which is up in Massachusetts, says that ice cream is a healthier choice than a multi-grain bagel and other foods like saltines. Research experts at the Friedman School of Nutrition, Science, and Policy at Tufts developed a food compass to rank any type of food from 1 to 100 based on nutrition. When comparing foods, the study gave an ice cream cone with nuts and chocolate ice cream a 37, while a multi-grain bagel with raisins got only a 19, and a saltine cracker got a 7. White chocolate-covered almonds and sweet potato chips, they got high numbers as well. They ranked high. As well as Frito chips, the plain Fritos, they got a 55 on this 1 to 100 score. Whole grain frozen French toast was a 35. Non-fat cappuccino was rated at a 69. Sugar sweetened sodas came in with an average score of 27, while 100% fruit and vegetable drinks came in at 67. Although you got to be careful because, like a glass of juice,
so much sugar.
If you look at a glass of orange juice, that has more sugar and calories in it than like the same equivalent can of Coke.
I recommend Juicy Juice. It's a good juice. Have you ever had Juicy Juice? It's a good juice.
I remember my mom bought it when I was a kid. I think they changed it. But when I was a kid, Froggy, this is back like in the 70s. Mom brought, because we used to drink like Hawaiian Punch. Remember that stuff?
Yeah, it's still around, you know.
How'd you like a nice Hawaiian Punch?
In the box with the straw?
Well, these were the big, like, metal cans.
Yes, the big
cans.
cans.
That you punch the 2 holes in?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You had to punch the 2 holes in the top.
Hole.
So when I was a kid, we used to buy High C. Remember High C?
Yeah.
And Hawaiian Punch, which are just sugar factories, man.
Hawaiian Punch might be the best tasting
drink. You might as
drink
well
ever.
just take a 5-pound bag of like, what's the name of the sugar? Domino. You might as well take a 5-pound bag of Domino. Oh, I'm sorry. The 5-pound bags have now shrunk to 4-pound bags.
They have.
Yeah, they have. Can you even buy a 5-pound bag of sugar anymore? Because you need 5 pounds of sugar to make the shave ice that I make for the simple syrup. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar in there.
Hey,
anyway, so the bottom line is ice cream is better for you than a multi-grain bagel. And the issue here is that people think, oh, multi-grain, oh, that's got to be healthy. All kinds of multi-grains, it's going to be great for my body. No, the ice cream, they say, is better than the bagel.
You know what's crazy? We did a story last week, and you told us that there's a list of foods that add years to your life and a list of foods that take away from your life.
Yep.
And one of the add foods to your life foods was French fries.
You mean add years to your life?
Thank you. Was French fries. And ever since you said that, every meal that I have that's not at home, side of fries, because I just think I want to add years to my life. And I think
fries
I'm
are
just
good.
adding pounds to my body. I think I've gained 5 pounds since we did that story.
All right, what the hell is going on with Gary Busey? He was at a convention and he was a celebrity guest, and Gary Busey has been arrested, charged with like sex assault, and the organizers of the convention, they pay Gary Busey to come and be a celebrity, and they told him to get out.
Yeah, right? At what point do you just need him to leave?
They told him to get the hell out of the place.
So what kind of sex crimes or sex charges was he charged with?
Well, here you go. You ready for this? So he was at the Monster Mania convention. I guess it's like a horror movie convention.
Okay.
So Gary Busey is 78 years old now, and apparently he groped and fondled individuals.
Doesn't he have a head injury?
A horror, yeah, I think he's got all kinds
damage.
of problems. I think I read that he had brain damage.
From a motorcycle.
So is that going to be his? Is that
That'll
going to
be
be his
the
defense?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's not right.
So he was at this horror movie convention in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and now the promoter of the convention is working with police because Gary Busey was charged with sexual assault offenses at this convention. It happened on the 12th through the 14th at the Doubletree Hotel in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. If you ever are on the Jersey Turnpike in southern Jersey, you'll see the big Cherry Hill water tower off to the side. So immediately upon receiving a complaint from the attendees, the celebrity guest was removed from the convention and instructed not to return. So they paid Gary Busey to be there as a celebrity, and they told him to get out. It was the Monster Mania convention. They also encouraged any attendees who had an issue or might have been groped or had some kind of uncomfortable situation with Gary Busey to file a police report. The promoter said they will not tolerate this kind of behavior.
How out of control is this guy?
But he's been charged with unwillful touching and groping, and I mean, what a mess.
He broke his head off a motorcycle. He's insane.
Yeah, in 1988, he had a motorcycle accident, wasn't wearing a helmet, and he's had permanent brain damage.
But wasn't he in quite a slew of movies after that, too? I mean, he's been somewhat functional.
He's been a bunch of stuff.
So, do you know where I really got an appreciation for Gary Busey?
Point Break.
The TV show with the kid.
No. Thank you, former President Trump, for having him as a contestant on Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He is a nut.
I remember that.
A total nut. I mean, and that's where I really appreciated Trump's decision-making skills to keep Busey on the team. You're going to make it another week, Gary.
All right, he was charged with 2 counts of 4th-degree criminal sexual contact, 1 count of criminal sexual contact, and 1 count of harassment.
Okay, but did you see the pictures I sent you?
Yes.
Okay.
What
I
are
did.
they? Okay. What are they?
Go and describe the pictures.
Well, he's on, a beach, or he's on a park bench somewhere, and he's touching himself.
All right, this is after the fact. He dropped his pants and he's touching himself in a park in L.A.
What else are you going to do in a park?
Not listen to that. Hold on a bit. Listen to this. So after this story breaks, after the fact that he allegedly sexually abused some women at the convention, at this monster movie convention, this horror convention out in New Jersey, Gary Busey, who is 78 years old now, was spotted with his pants down at Point Doom Park in Malibu over the weekend on Saturday.
Something was pointing.
Look at him. Froggy, he has his pants all the way to his knees. It's not down to his ankles, so if you're looking at him, you can't.
There are pictures. His pants are down. He's sitting and his pants are at his knees while he's totally exposed.
So he's bare-assed on the park
And
bench.
he looks like he's working there.
What does this guy do? You know what? What if this is part of his defense, that he's all mentally incapacitated? Maybe he's trying to pull a Vinny the Chin Gigante thing, where he's
walk around in a robe,
walking around in a bathrobe. Really?
Maybe he's thumping his melon.
Gigante deal going on. Wow. Maybe that's part of what he's doing now.
Crazy. Maybe he's just crazy. Maybe he has dementia creeping in a little bit, along with his brain injury.
Yeah.
From doing a suplex off a motorcycle without a helmet.
So, coming off of the story breaking that he's been charged with sexual touching and abuse, So coming off of that, now he's sitting naked with his pants down, with his hands in his crotch in a park in Malibu.
I wonder if he tried to buy a home in the Villages, if they would ban him from.
No, they would welcome
Or
him.
they
He would be the
welcome
king
him.
of the Villages.
Listen.
Please.
Isn't the Villages like the swinging capital of Central Florida?
Yeah, that's been a rumor for a long time. But a lot of people say that the Villages, well, yeah, they say that the Villages having like the highest rate of STDs in like the country or in Florida. I've heard that that's a misnomer or that that's not accurate.
No, Misnomer is the one that lives there that everybody.
Yes. Hey, Misnomer?
Knock on Misnomer's door.
Let's go hit this Misnomer.
Hello, Misnomer. Are you home?
Yeah, Grandpa and I are here.
Got Gary Busey here with his pants down.
No.
Hey, Gary Busey will fit right into the Villages.
Right?
Hey, Gary Busey ought to be in the next celebrity golf tournament at the Villages.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
All right, when we get back, we got the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show today. Oh, you see Dennis Rodman's headed over to like Russia now?
Is he nuts?
Yeah, so
No, he's a negotiator with world dictators.
Yeah, he's
by the way,
international.
isn't he a big pot smoker?
Dude, he does all kinds of drugs.
All right,
He's
so,
hammered.
hey,
Oh,
dude,
my
he's gonna forget stuff in his luggage. Next thing you know, you're gonna Dennis Rodman's gonna be in a Russian jail right next to Brittany Griner.
I think that's his plan.
My God! All right, hang on. Latest on Dennis Rodman and what this guy's planning, and we got to talk about this. But I meant to do it earlier in the show. I think what we ought to do is I want to do the story next, but then we'll do it again, and maybe there'll be more information. Do you know about the lady that claims that she was poisoned in a parking lot? Did you see this?
That's some old school poisoning.
All right, this is a weird story. And if you don't know about this, a woman is trying to sound the alarm claiming that she was poisoned as she reached and touched the door handle of her car. And there was something in the door handle. Hang on, you got to hear this. That and a whole lot more in the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Now, am I boring you? Fester's like a giant yawn.
Listen, you're not boring me. It was time for a yawn. It was a silent. Was it a loud yawn? Did you guys hear it? I'm
Andrew,
sorry.
did you get that on MJTV? You missed it?
I'll yawn again.
No, all right. This is what it looked like. Take Fester's camera. That's exactly what it looked like just a second ago. I'm looking at Fester, and he's yawning over here.
I'm sorry.
All right, stop it. All right, MJ Morning Show back in a minute. You got to hear what we got to do next because we got a lot of A-list stuff to jam in the final chunk of the show next. If you're air conditioning.
MJ Morning Show.
The greatest hits all summer long. Q105.
All right, MJ Morning Show, 9:31, and the final chunk of the show. The breaking news, though, this will intercede for just a moment here. So ESPN, one of their, NFL insiders, has actually broke the news that Tom Brady has been seen back at Bucs training camp this morning.
Yeah, the very talented Jenna Lane, who is ESPN's Buccaneer correspondent. She's on the ground at Bucs facility every day.
She's been covering the team for years.
Yeah, sending in reports.
What's her name?
Jenna Lane.
Jenna Lane.
Yeah.
All right.
And
on her Jenna Lane ESPN Twitter account, she wrote what?
So she wrote about an hour ago.
Tom Brady is back in the building and is expected to practice today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they'll get a look at him at 12:45. That's when the practice is. And they haven't seen him for 11 days.
He's back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have this woman in Texas. Now, I'm going to do it here in the final chunk of the show, but I want to mention this again tomorrow morning. Remind me, let's do this earlier in the show tomorrow. We just got all jammed up today, and I'm looking. I got to a fraction of what I have pulled today, but listen, stuff happens, right? The woman that I'm talking about is from Texas, and she swears that she was poisoned while touching the door handle of her car in a parking lot. This is a very weird, kind of awkward story here. The woman in Houston says that she was sent to the hospital after touching a napkin on her car door that apparently was laced or saturated or soaked with some kind of poison. Her name is Erin Mims, and she was at a Houston, Texas area restaurant. She was there for her birthday last week. She was with her husband. When they got back to the car, there was a napkin jammed into the door handle. She said that she threw the napkin away, didn't think much about it. She said, I just threw it out, then opened the door. I've got some audio. I'll play that in a second. And she asked her husband if he put the napkin in the door. He said no. Then she went back to the restaurant and washed her hands before getting back into the car, but said that her fingers started to tingle. And then the symptoms became progressively worse. All right, now, here's the woman. This is her. She did an interview with Fox in Houston.
So this isn't the actual napkin, but I just wanted to give y'all an idea of how it was sticking out the door handle. The doctor said I had acute poisoning from an unknown substance. I didn't have enough of it in my system to determine what it was, but just that little amount had me messed up, y'all. So just imagine if I would have grabbed it with my full hand. I probably could have been dead, dog. So I'm just recording this to let y'all know, be careful.
She's starting to cry there.
Yeah.
Yo, she could have been dead, dog.
I mean, listen, dog.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah.
That's nutty. You'd never think of. I mean, any idea what the poison could have been? Or was it like a fentanyl type product or something?
One would think, but there's also claims that a lot of the allegations of fentanyl contact poisoning, some are saying, nah, it doesn't work. Remember the woman that picked up a dollar bill or something in a parking lot out west somewhere, and she claims that it must have been laced with fentanyl and that she collapsed and had to be taken away in an ambulance. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
And then
that.
a lot of stories then popped up that experts are doubting the fentanyl contact story with the dollar bill.
Doesn't Texas have a poison control center they could send this woman to?
I probably could have been dead, dog.
Dog, it's no joke.
I know, dog. I'm just saying. So she goes to the hospital, and doctors ran urine sample tests, blood tests. They did a CAT scan on her, and they said that her vitals were all over the place. The doctor came in and told me that it wasn't enough in my system to determine what it is, but said it was acute poisoning from an unknown substance.
Oh my God!
At least it was a cute poisoning and not an ugly one.
Well, why did they go find the napkin? Go test.
Yeah.
Go get the napkin and test it.
You know, it makes you wonder, what would you do if you
No,
saw...
no.
I'm John Quinones, and what would you do?
If you saw a
Right.
napkin on your door handle, because I would kick it off.
I'm not touching that damn thing.
Dude,
I
I
would
got
kick
my
off.
kids so freaked out about picking up dollar bills now.
Or
They've
napkins.
actually passed on
Yeah.
a couple that they've
Good.
seen.
All right.
Because they think they're going to die if they touch it.
I passed on a $100 bill in Walmart parking lot yesterday.
What are you, nuts?
What if she has a
I'm
contaminated...
kidding. I didn't see a $100 bill.
Thank you. What if she has a contaminated hand? She gets home. She pets her puppy. The puppy licks her hand. Then the dog dies.
It's a sad story.
So where are you going with this?
What's the point?
Are you just mumbling again?
She'd have a dead dog.
Okay.
Took a little bit to
I
get there.
probably could have been dead, dog. Like,
That's a throwback.
His brain is definitely degenerating.
Stop it.
It's exactly what
I mean,
it's not.
you're laughing and giggling like that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine turns into a moron.
That's a really funny joke, dog.
You can tell it's funny when only you are laughing.
Let me tell you who's laughing. Me and everybody in the cars.
Yeah, because we're laughing at you.
No, you're not in the car. Everybody in the cars.
The Houston police are saying it's the first case of this kind, and they haven't seen this type of report filed in the past. Mark Winter, managing director of the Southeast Houston Poison Center, said that Mims's symptoms as described match with hundreds of poisons. The probability is that you would have to have a lot more than just a casual exposure. It's an odd story. The poison control guy says it's possible. I've learned over my 40 years that anything is possible when it comes to the human body.
Or canine body.
Listen, I had a finger fall off on Saturday. I just glued it back on.
Right back on. It's just
glued it right back on.
I mean, Gorilla Glue tape. Really
Yeah.
fascinating. Fascinating product.
Tell you right now. But that's just an odd story. And why didn't they try to find the napkin? If they took the napkin, threw it in a trash can, then
Go back.
That's evidence.
Send the police to go get the evidence and have the napkin tested to see if it has any traces of anything. That doesn't make much sense.
Someone texted, I don't doubt that because people are handing out fake business cards at gas stations and we're getting poison and they're passing out.
Dude,
and then people
Roxanne,
are being robbed.
I believe it. I believe it.
That's classic urban legend junk. Why don't you Snopes that or something? That's urban legend.
And there's needles in the gas pump.
That's like needles underneath the handle of the gas pump and AIDS needles inside the coin return on a payphone.
Roxanne, what are you
that
laughing-
one doesn't work anymore because there are no damn payphones anymore.
What are you laughing at, dog? Roxanne's here busting a gut.
Yeah, what?
I probably could have been dead, dog. Like,
Dog?
Because it's so ridiculous.
Oh.
Just the text, I get
All
a
right.
text and I just read it out loud like it's fact.
Did you see the video of the guy snapping his skateboard in half because it would not fit into the Spirit Airlines luggage bin template at the airport?
Well, that's just dumb on his part.
Now, this is not a good look for Spirit Airlines.
I thought you were going to say skateboarders.
No,
Yeah,
it's not a good look for Spirit Airlines. This is a crazy story. Have you seen this? All right, here's the audio of this guy, and this went viral like late last week and over the weekend. Listen to this guy at the airport.
What is it? $90? $89. $89 because it doesn't fit in here. Okay.
Watch this.
Here we go. This should do the trick.
The guy then jumps on the skateboard, snaps it in half, and then you can hear the wood splintering as he folds it, and then he drops it in the bin. All right, let me start from the beginning. The gate agent is telling him his skateboard. Give me a break. It's not a giant piece. It's like a little too high and doesn't fit in the bin. It's a skateboard. And the gate agent says, "Stop. That's going to be $89. Yep, you got to pay an extra fee."
What is it? $90? $89.
$89
because it doesn't fit in here.
So now he jams on it and busts it in half.
This should
Listen.
do the trick.
And now he folds it. And now he drops it back in the bin.
All right. How's that?
And then the gate is, that is unnecessary, sir.
It's absolutely necessary.
Just came over and handed me these. He's like, I saw what they made you do. I'm
and
sorry.
then someone handed him a whole bunch of like M&Ms.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you can have them, buddy.
That's some kid in the background. But can you believe that? So a guy was told by Spirit Airlines it was going to be $89 for him to bring his skateboard on the plane.
He obviously has another skateboard.
Give me a break. Or listen, the wood deck, maybe just use the wheels and the trucks or whatever they call it and just put it on a new skateboard. Because all that's fine. But he snapped the wooden deck in half.
I don't think it's a big deal for him.
But that is a lousy look for Spirit Airlines.
What was it? It didn't fit in the overhead or what? I can't picture what was happening.
No. It would fit fine in the overhead.
The little box,
they have
the little template.
The template.
Oh, the template.
The tester. They've got the tester box that.
Because I've seen skateboarders on planes a couple times.
Your luggage must fit inside this box, which, a lot of places don't make you do that. But I guess Spirit Airlines does. And his skateboard was sticking up out of the top by a couple of inches. And they wanted to charge him $89. Give me a freaking break.
That's an expensive deck.
I have never been on Spirit Airlines, and I don't think I'm starting anytime soon. Might end up on a Spirit airplane at some point if the JetBlue deal goes through.
Yeah, you might.
But I hope that doesn't suck JetBlue over to the dark side. JetBlue is, not quite, I think, as good as they used to be. Yeah. But that's unbelievable. A few people said getting a new skateboard was cheaper than paying the $89 or getting a new wood deck. But that's just a bad look. Spirit Airlines does allow skateboards as carry-on luggage, but they need to be within Spirit's carry-on or personal size dimensions, according to Spirit. Come on, that is just picky. That is just nitpicky. That's just bad business is what it is.
This guy couldn't have pulled a male Karen and asked to see somebody a little higher than the gate agent?
I think he was trying to make a point. Plus, he was shooting a TikTok video, I think.
You know what, dude? I'm just going to stop this thing. I don't care.
Anything else before we get out of here, guys?
No, good.
All right, before we... What are you doing, Froggy?
I'm talking like a skater, dude.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
I mean, what do you think?
I love it.
Skater frog, man.
You sound like Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High or something.
I still got my grinds. I still got my trucks. I still got my wheels.
All I need is a cool buzz, a tasty wave, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
No shirt, no shoes, no dice. Hey, before we get out of here, the Holland Group Retirement Wealth Advisors